And welcome everybody to the Zensports Bronze Esports League. This is week 6 out of now 7 weeks, so we are just in the final crunch time to get to those top 16 points, finish there, and then join in on March 4th for the final. So if you're still looking for circuit points, this is your second to last week. This is going to be very intense watching these final matches, and here today to cast with me, of course, some amazing familiar faces here. First up, Zerg. Back for, is this the third or fourth? I don't even know how many times this is for you now.
I think all but the first, I think.
Okay. Is it really that many?
First two. Maybe not the first two. I don't know.
Okay, well, Zerg, legendary MVP caster here. And then, of course, on the other side, I'm sure everyone recognizes, but we also have our amazing Bulldog today. Bulldog, how you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it seems like you've been everywhere. Like, how many streams have you been in in these last week or two since you become the community manager?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm trying to pop in as many places as I can. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, if somehow someone doesn't know who you are, of course, go check out Bulldog on YouTube. I'd be shocked if anyone in the chat, tell us in the chat if someone hasn't heard of Bulldog. I would be blown away at this point. But Bulldog, before we jump into the tournament stuff, I do want to ask you, like, how's it been, jumping into the community management role? Like, what has been your experience so far? Do you feel pretty overwhelmed, or is this kind of just normal for you now? How's it been going?
Oh, it's been great. It has been a little overwhelming, just almost kind of like a culture shock for me. I actually just signed on full time finally this week, so nice. I'm still kind of ramping up into it, getting out of the pharmacy now. But it's like there couldn't be more different environments from going from retail pharmacy where it's just mass chaos all the time, angry people in front of you, and then jumping over to just a work at home job in front of my computer all day. So it's kind of culture shock for me a little bit, but I'm loving it.
So there's not a relationship between pharmacy work and Splinterlands work? Those are different?
Just a little bit. Now when it comes to the moderation, I still get the angry customers a little bit. So that happens sometimes. I get to try and talk people down in Discord or wherever occasionally. So I still get some of that, but yeah, there's not a lot of overlap.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you. I'm excited for you in your community role. That's super awesome. So congrats there, and I'm excited to see what you can do with the Splinterlands team. It'll be super fun. But let's jump into a little bit of tournament talk. We can see some of the standings here already. I'm not going to lie, I am shocked that right now I am in third place. But you know how it goes. The last couple hours, a lot of people will wait to submit their team, so I would not be surprised for me to fall out of the top 10. But Zerg, this is, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm finally picking up some wins in this tournament. I've been crushed almost every other week. Have you had any better luck this week?
I don't think so. The thing I hate about doing the lower levels is all the cards don't have the same abilities. So I'm like, oh my good, I want that card because it has stun, but it doesn't have stun yet. It doesn't have this, that. But I usually tend to do well on the first day and then not so well on the second day. So
yeah. I feel you there. I feel you there. Well, other than that, we have some obvious people that are back at the top, like normal. Unit QM did tough stuff with another potential first place win. This guy has been winning more than anyone. It is just insane to see. We see Albie Schwarzschild, of course, one of the top bronze players. Stever, 82, back into the top 10. Excited to see that. Super Cow, of course, as well. So some familiar faces. With that, let's check out the circuit points. And you can see that Amari actually jumped from third to first place last week, winning the tournament. I feel bad for the Tough Stuff because literally the Tough Stuff has been second almost this entire tournament. And every time, even though he always finishes, I swear, in the top 5, there's someone that just leapfrogs him into first place. So we'll see if the Tough Stuff can maybe win this week and jump up into first place. Remember that top 16 are going to qualify for March 4th, that final over the 7 weeks. So most of these players in the top 16 have a great chance of making it, but there are a couple people for those, kind of that 9th to 16th spot there with 14 to 12 points. You can see a lot of players bunched up there. And if we jump to the players right behind them, you can see they're kind of nipping at their heels trying to get into that top 16. So we'll see, especially if players like Kazarok, Monster Stammer, Zeforce, Foxconn Mars, John, Haturo, if they can make a push in this week or next week, they're going to have a great chance at getting to that March 4th final. So a lot on the line this week and a lot on the line next week to qualify. And of course, thank you and shout out to Zensports for a amazing $1,000 prize pool thrown in for just this bronze league, and it's been super fun to cast. So I'm excited to see the March 4th final. $500 for first, second $300, third $150, and fourth $50. So excited that you guys are here today, and we are going to be casting these matches as they go by. So Bulldog, I don't know, for you, this is your first time here. Have you caught any of this stream or any of the tournaments previously in the past 5 to 6 weeks?
Not very much, to be honest. I've caught a little bit.
That's totally fine, you know. I didn't expect you to.
I checked out one just to kind of see the format and what was going on, but I didn't watch too much of it.
Yeah, well, okay, well, then that's cool, because I would rather give you, I want to get a fresh perspective on this type of tournament. And what is your take on, you know, this is kind of the first experiment of like, hey, let's do a, you know, essentially 2-month league. What do you think about that? Is that something that's fun and exciting to you, or do you like more of those one-off tournaments?
Oh no, I love this whole circuit thing. I absolutely love it. I've been trying to pitch for a while now a way to like having something like this, but divided up between each league and keeping people in their own leagues. Like, this is what I wanted to see replace the leaderboard, to be honest. Like, instead of having leaderboard prizes, have a bronze tournament circuit, have a silver tournament circuit, and have people playing in their own leagues. Because I know, and there's a bunch of new tournament stuff that's coming, so a lot of that's going to change. But right now, so many like bronze level players complain about having to face off against all these top players with 6-figure decks. That, I mean, even though you can't use the entire, like, you can't use all the levels in bronze. I mean, it's still, it still can be tough. So, but no, sure. I absolutely love these the whole circuit idea and everything. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think there'll definitely be some updates coming with Weird Beard, you know, at the helm of the Esports and tournament. He's kind of crushing it already from what I've been seeing. I know it's going to take some time to implement those things, but the ideas he has coming, I'm loving it. And that's, as you said, Bulldog, this is like, this tournament, we originally called it a rookie esports league because we were thinking, okay, bronze, you know, it's going to be easy. Anyone can participate. And then all of a sudden you have, oh, this player is crushing it. And they have 1 million power to their name going up against this player with 10,000 power, right? And so definitely even at the bronze level can create some pretty big discrepancies. But, you know, I think in the future they'll have more things and more updates. So I'm excited to see what Splinterlands can create, what Zensports can create, and I'm excited today. So let's jump into our first matchup here, talking about a player that needs to get some points. They're currently at 26. This is Vice taking on Ciano. So we'll see if we can get a win here for Vice. Trying to get some more circuit points to push into that top 16. And Bulldog, since you haven't been here before, I'll give it to you first. What are you seeing? Who do you think is going to win this matchup? 48 mana with the heavy hitter rule set.
Well, I see Vice is using the strategy that I absolutely love, having Grund up front and Slip Spot in the back to have that taunt back there. So I do absolutely love that. It's a little different seeing it at the bronze league though, because you can't throw in like normally some Inspire or that type of thing. Add a legendaries like Mycelia, so you can't add a lot of those in. So I'm honestly not sure how it's gonna look, but I've got to be rooting for as I call him Big Bam down there.
Big Bam. All right, Bulldog's picking Big Bam, and Zerg, do you want to counter that, or you feeling the same thing?
Well, yeah, I agree. I think it's a good strategy. So I'll go in with him there.
I don't know. I'm a little bit worried here with the Deep Lurker. That's going to be packing quite the punch with the 4 opportunity attack. Does that change your guys' mind at all, seeing that?
Oh, I don't feel confident about my prediction at all. I've had Demented Shark. Giving that Inspire is a very nice card, a very underrated card. I included that in my my water guide that I did not too long ago. So getting all of that attack up there is pretty nice. And as much as I love Big Bam, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for him to go through that armor too. So we'll see.
Well, chat's pretty split. I'm seeing a couple for bot, one for top. So let's play it out. Let's see if who is right, who is wrong here, and if Vice can pick up this important win with what'd you call it, Big Bam here?
Oh yeah, it's I can't remember who it was, but somebody in I think it was on Twitter. It was showing some talking about some battles with Grun there, and they said Big Bam, and I loved it with the hammer, and so it stuck for me. Yeah.
Well, Big Bam's popping off with a lot of heals, so it's looking pretty good for Vice so far. Especially if they can kill the front line. Yeah, I think from that point with the Lost Inspired Deep Liquor first plays, I don't think they can win it from here. So there you go. First match going to Vice. Definitely a needed win there. And Big Bam taking down the Kelia there. I love it.
Boom.
Bulldog, do you have any good other nicknames of cards like that we need to know of?
Oh, that's really that's the only one I can think of. Yeah, I'm not sure. Agra has put me on the spot a couple times during some Zensports tournaments trying to come up with nicknames. I've never had any good ones. I didn't even come up with this one, but I feel like I've pushed it along a little bit, so I've helped. Well, maybe it'll catch on.
Well, maybe in the Splinterlands Discord, and since you're community managing, maybe you can push this in there. But they should just have a channel for nicknames of cards that we can all, like upvote maybe.
Instead of skins, we need the ability to change the name in the game for our characters.
I love it. I love it. Well, with that win, Vice moves up into 40th place, so that's pretty dang awesome. And let's get another matchup. This is kind of a double trouble matchup here. We got Schnapoon in the top 16, Vice just out of the top 16 with circuit points. So let's see who wins this matchup. All right, so looking like a Mylar matchup for Schnapoon, and Vice is this time rocking the Kelia. 19 mana, standard rule set. Zerg, who are you thinking is going to win this one?
So we get the heal on the bottom. The void's not going to help. We got the Mylar, but I think the top is going to start picking off the back characters, and we got heal, so I'm going to go top.
Okay. Bulldog, any counter argument here? Or you agree with Zerg?
I'm kind of thinking the bottom. Yeah, they're gonna have some problems with thorns up top.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean it's gonna be tough. Depends on how much sneak damage can be done, but they're gonna run into some problems with thorns as they're trying to get that sneak damage off. But.
Yeah. And then especially if Halfling Alchemist lands, I mean, that's one of the, I think, most broken cards in this tournament that snuck in even at the lower leagues that can just cut that damage down. So I'm seeing a lot of bottom in the chat. There's a couple saying top, but I think most of us are leaning towards bottom. So let's play it out and see if Schnapoon will pick up this win.
Yeah, I remember one of my earliest videos, I recommended Halfling Alchemist as a good starter card because it was cheap and really good at level 1.
So you're the one that we have to blame for the price pump?
It did not stay cheap for very long.
So if it wasn't for your video, you're telling me I could have bought a Halfling Alchemist for like, $5?
Oh, I think people would have discovered it anyways. I don't think... maybe I sped it along a little bit.
Okay. But, we can't give you too much credit.
But no, that was... Yeah, that was back when I'd make a video or recommendation on a card and it'd pump immediately. I gotta be careful with that now. I do that as community manager. People get mad.
Yeah, I mean, that is really interesting to think through, and I don't know, like, what are your thoughts as a content creator? I don't feel like I'm at that level where I haven't really recommended like one card over the other really anyways, but how do you think about that when you're like, I want to tell people about this card, but I'm worried about, actually affecting the market in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry about it too. I used to do like a Investor's Corner, and I would actually like pick, okay, this is my pick for the week or whatever for the card that I'm going to invest in. And I can't do something like that anymore. But like I eventually will have a video coming out on like how I would spend my first $50 or $100 or whatever the case is. And we'll see. Those cards might go up when I recommend them, but it's not going to be a single card. I mean, there's going to be a bunch jumped in there.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, this is a segment, Bulldog, that we call For Fame or For Shame. This happens only when someone is either on the chat or on the stream. And then, of course, if you win, because you're on stream, you get all the fame. Or if you're in the chat, of course, everyone's building you up. But if you lose, of course, the flip side of that is some shame. And this matchup we gotta highlight because there is some discussion about it in the Discord, so I want to get your guys' thoughts. It is a fame or shame with my play here. It's not because I think I'm awesome, but just a really interesting matchup. So, what do you guys think about this? Who do you think is gonna take this one?
Oh,
I don't know if I got all the buffs on there. Let me see. Yep, there we go.
I'm gonna go Fame.
I don't know if there's enough damage up top. So this one's gonna go several rounds, I think.
So you guys are thinking Fame?
I'm going Fame.
I'm gonna go Fame.
Okay, well, let's play it out. I actually really like the top strategy. This is Janik at the top there with weak magic. That's something that I often forget about. I don't know if you guys use that strategy, but armor repair when there's weak magic. Yeah. Just so smart.
It was in my head. I was debating how much dodge we're gonna get here.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's gonna come down to probably a couple misses here, one way or the other. And there we go. So from here, I don't think obviously there's enough damage, but
yeah.
Who wants to guess the odds of me winning this match according to Splinter Tools? Throw out some numbers.
20%.
20%. Zerg saying.
Well,
all right, Bulldog.
I picked you, so I've got to guess over 50%. So I'll say 72.
Okay, chat. Anyone taking over under on Zerg and Bulldog's guess here? Luke says 10, Jordan says 0, John says 36, Ooh. Chris says 5. And so far, the closest person is actually John here. If we go over here, I pulled this up just so that we could check because Janik actually reached out to me on Discord and was like, "Did you see this?" And I don't know if you guys can see it on my screen because okay, I guess I can't scroll down, so I'm kind of blocking it here. But it's literally a 0 to maybe 1% win rate when I click over each and every time. So the fact that my infantry didn't get a single miss was pretty much maybe 0.5% chance of that happening.
Was there? I guess I wasn't paying that close attention. There literally wasn't a single miss in there.
I actually, I don't think there was a single miss there, which is crazy for, what is that, 5 speed versus 1 plus 25%. So we're talking about a 65% miss chance each time and not a single miss coming through.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. That was the bad.
I had this.
Yeah.
I had the 0% chance happen the other way with me on one of the streams, and I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed. Watching it, I was like, how did I lose this battle and went into it? And it was showing 100% win chance. And yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I mean, I was kind of complaining yesterday because there's a couple matches in the tournament where I lost a 50-50. Like, it could have gone either way depending on whose monster attacked first. But after winning that today, I'm like, okay, I gotta shut up at this point. I can't talk anymore. I feel bad for Janik, but it was a good match for me at least. All right, let's flip over. Let's get another one with Vice. Vice is in the Twitch chat. So Vice was saying, of course you show me on stream right when I come in for a loss. So let's show another game and see if Vice can take down this win. Vice, I think, is playing all their matches right now. So we got a Myler versus Myler matchup. And weak magic. Oops, went a little bit too far there. So, what are you guys thinking? Who's going to take this one? Is it fame or shame for Vice?
Well, as much as I like Big Bam, going up against a shield with thorns is not what Big Bam wants to see. Absolutely, he's going to get as much.
No.
He's going to get as much damage coming back at him as he will dish out. So, I think this is going to be a fairly easy win for Vice.
Yeah, I agree, Top.
Okay, just that simple. All right. Well, let's play it out. But yeah, I mean, I think you guys are right. That thorn damage on double strike is quite brutal. From there, yeah, it should just be an easy thorn damage to the sneak attack. And Mitika is going to be pretty much the only damage now for this team here. Mitika, I think, is definitely one of those cards as well for this lower bronze league that is just packing such a big punch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was one of those cards that I remember wanting to buy, and it jumped up. Like one of those cards I'd keep eyeing, like, okay, I might buy this card next or something like that, and I was always choosing a different card, and then it skyrocketed and never went back down. It was one of those cards that took like an insane jump. Like at one point it was, going from back a long time ago when prices were smaller, it like went from $2 to $3 to $20 a card, like overnight, and had massive jumps.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious for you guys. This is kind of an interesting discussion before we play our next matchup. As you guys are instructing, some of these newer players getting into the game, what do you guys think about? Do you guys tell them, hey, mostly just go for Chaos Legion cards because they're so cheap? Are there certain cards in Untamed that is worth still going for, even though there's such a less supply and they're generally way more expensive than Chaos Legion? How do you guys instruct people as you're helping those new players?
Yeah, I think bang for your buck, you're going to get more in Chaos. So yeah, I think sticking with those is probably better. Or a lot of times, even the reward cards. I know a lot of people don't like to recommend the reward cards because we're only like 30% printed or something like that.
Yeah,
there's still a ton of them left to print. But they're the cheapest source of power, and for a lot of people, power is the gate right now. So buying up cheap power and buying up lots of reward cards can actually have pretty good return.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's something that I definitely did. Just like peak monsters, what's the cheapest card power per ratio per dollar? Yeah, like 90% of the time it's going to be the reward cards for sure.
I'm actually go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you don't have a lot of money put in, that is the best strategy. If you have a little bit more money, I think buying packs for Chaos Legion is a good strategy.
I don't know, man. Every time I open up a pack, it's worth like 80 cents of cards. Maybe that's just me.
Well, I said if you got more money, if you can buy enough packs and grow your whole deck, I think that's a good strategy too. But if you don't have a lot of money, definitely, I think buying the few cards, Chaos Legion, and rewards is a good way to go.
Yeah, I'm actually starting up an experiment, and I'm doing some gold scholarships. So I was just trying to, as this last end of season hit, a lot of times all your reward cards flood the market in the season. So I was out there buying up as much power as I could, and seeing how cheap I could get that power. So I maxed a lot of gold reward cards out to try and get that power, because when you max the cards, you get an extra 5% power bonus. So I was maxing them out to be able to give the scholars, even if it's at a lower level.
That's cool. I actually didn't know that because, I have 0 maxed out cards at this point. That's cool. A little 5% bonus. That's super handy. So, good discussion though. Let's jump into another match. This one's going to feature Espartaco, who has picked up a couple circuit points, but needing quite a few more to potentially get into that top 16. So Espartaco is rocking the Tarsa there in the bottom versus Lorna Shine, the MX Racer. So who are you guys picking to take this one?
Oh, we got a couple of good sneak cards in there. I like the sneak on the bottom better, but then the top has a little bit more. You got to get through a couple more cards, and Lorna's going to be tough to get through. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go up top.
Okay, Bulldog's going top. Zerg in chat. Who are you guys going for?
I'm gonna go bottom. I think it's close, but I'm gonna go bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to that divine protection. Plus, could they get any misses on the flying? That if they miss on those flying monsters, that could really change the tide of the match. I'm seeing a lot of people pick Lorna Shine here. Chris is saying bottom though, so we got a little bit of a mix-up here. Let's see how close this one is. Wow, no misses.
No dodges on the flying.
They're not gonna have enough damage for that platoon if they can't really.
Yeah, it's without any dodges there, it's gonna be Tarsa taking this.
Oh man, I don't know. It's still kind of close. Oh, 10%.
There's the one dot. No, it'll still be okay though. Actually, as long as you don't get a second one.
There you go.
It's just Platoon. Actually, they might be able to do this. Platoon still has to go through the Conjurer as well.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot of things to get through. All right, chat. A lot of people said bottom. That's pretty interesting. I think there's not a chance right now. And a miss. There we go. So from there, pretty obvious. MX Racer's going to be winning that one. Sorry, Taco. Taco needing those wins, but not getting them there. Yeah, it seems like Lorna Shine. I don't know how often you guys use Lorna Shine in those top leagues, but definitely in these bottom leagues, Lorna Shine seems pretty strong.
Lorna's used a lot up top as well. I don't have her, unfortunately, though. One of the few dice cards I don't have.
What?
Or one of the few
Bulldog,
dice
I thought
summoners.
you had every single card in the game, all max level, right? Even
Not
beta
quite.
and alpha.
So someday I hope. Well, alpha, no, alpha will never happen.
No.
So someday.
How many cards are on the top of your list that you're like, I need to go max out? Do you feel like you have a ton that you still need to go do, or is it more like, yeah, I have a couple left on my shopping list, but mostly have it figured out?
Oh no, there's quite a few, and they're mainly the expensive ones.
Figures.
And then Splinterlands decides, okay, we're gonna go throw a Walk of Spirit Blade at you for $2,000. But it's like I can't not buy it.
Can't not buy it.
I've got the SPS funds to buy it. So
well, since you bring it up, I think this is a good time for the Waka Flocka poll here. So I feel like I want to get your guys' takes, both Zerg and Bulldog here. I feel like when I've been talking to people about it, I either hear two responses. One, the people that have the funds to buy it, they're like, sweet, I'm going to go buy this card, right? Like, they're excited to go get this card. And then the other side of things, I feel like I'm hearing more like, wait, why is Waka Flocka coming to the game? Like, why are they reaching out to this rapper? That, why is there only 1,000 cards and they're all maxed level? How is that going to help new players? So I want to poll the community. Like, what are you guys' thoughts? Are you in love with this deal? Are you negative about it, or just neutral? And then maybe we'll go Zerg first, and then Bulldog, give us your thoughts second.
Well, my thoughts. Unfortunately, this is not going to be for everyone. And I know lots of people don't like that, because everyone wants every new card. Right? Just like Bulldog saying, he's got to have it. I want it too, but I can't afford it, so I'm not going to buy it. But even though I can't afford it, I think it's good. I'm hoping that'll bring more people into the game. I'm hoping that'll bring exposure. I'm hoping it, will grow, and all of our card values will grow with it too. So I think, in the end, it's a good thing, even though I'm not getting it and most people aren't getting it. Mm-hmm. I don't think everything has to be for everyone, though.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Bulldog is part of the team now. I don't know if you've had a chance to hear a little bit more background or give a little more context to people, but do you agree that there's some people out there that are a little confused about what's going on with this, or have you seen more positive responses from your community?
I feel like I've been able to convince people that that's a positive, and we're seeing more positive things. But the first video I made on it, I guess I was expecting this to be mostly positive reactions. And I made the first video, and so many people were complaining, and it was so many negative comments that I was really shocked. But no, I mean, it's certainly not a card that's for everybody, but it's something that's going to help the entire economy. I mean, regardless of whether it's for new players or not. And I compare it to the pre-sale that we had for Chaos Legion and Dr. Blight. That was the pre-sale was for whales only, essentially. Mm-hmm. I mean, new players weren't really going to get Dr. Blight, but what did pre-sale do? It jumped SPS up to nearly $1, and everybody was enjoying these fantastic battle rewards because SPS was so high. So this is something that has increased voucher price, and if it's as a one-time thing, isn't necessarily going to spike SPS like the pre-sale did. But if this is something that continues to come and people see, okay, we need these vouchers. These vouchers are very valuable. And as you start to burn through a lot of them, like if this was something that happens every month or so often, you're gonna, like right now we've kind of got vouchers that people have kind of hoarded up a little bit. But as you start to burn through these, they're going to get more and more valuable, and that's going to increase SPS price a lot.
Yeah. What do you think about the marketing side of it? Do you think it'll actually bring in new people, new players into this game, or at least expose them to it, or are you not sure about that side of things?
I'm not really sure. It's from a marketing standpoint, everything here is so difficult because NFTs in general have such a negative stigma around them. Like if you go and look at even some of the comments, like on the Twitter post, that Waka post, there's people that are mad at him because he's supporting NFTs and things like that. So yeah, people are like, why are we choosing? Why is this the person that we're choosing? And I don't know who all they negotiated with. I know they've got some other deals that they're at least optimistic about that are coming, but it's hard to find somebody who's willing to put their brand on the line supporting NFTs.
Yeah.
And it's just not that easy. People are like, why didn't you get this person X? It's probably because they don't want to be associated with NFTs. Even if that person themselves likes NFTs, they don't want a controversial thing that people are going to get mad at them for.
Well, Astral in the chat says, I want an MC Hammer card. I don't know about that one. I don't think we'll be seeing that anytime soon. Zer, you want a Snoop Dogg card? You're saying that in the chat, huh? Interesting.
He's got a big following. I think that'll help.
I mean, I feel like we got to diversify, you know. If we're going for rapper, maybe next is like pop, you know, we got to get like Katy Perry in, and then, you know, maybe flip into some rock with like, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know, like who Bulldog, who's on the top of your list? If you get anyone as like a celebrity in as a card.
Oh, I'd like to see some athletes in there.
Ooh.
We've got MLBs being knocked out now, right? They don't have anything to do. Let's go find some MLB players.
There we go. We'll just get a LeBron James, a new ability, just slam dunks on their whole team, and I don't know.
Hey, LeBron just did a crypto commercial for the Super Bowl, so
yeah, there we go.
I think
Tom Brady GOAT card.
there you go.
The rest of the world right now is like, what are you guys talking about? Like, who are these like basketball, football players? Oh, all right. Well, good discussion. Let's jump back into some more matches. It looks like the poll is mostly neutral. You know, 55% say neutral, 20% or 29% say loving it, and 16% saying hating it. So it looks like more of the sentiment is at least becoming more neutral than at first, like you said, Bulldog. A lot of pushback, and now it seems like maybe there's not as much hate or not as much lack of understanding. So that's cool, and it's a definitely interesting thing we can talk more about later. But let's jump into another matchup. This time we got KJ Chemical taking on Apollo 99. KJ Chemical, just as last week, if you don't know this, was a player that snuck in to the top 16, moving into the 13th spot. So looking for a couple more circuit points this week. If they can grab them, that might secure their spot in that top final 16. What do you guys think, though? Is KJ Chemical going to pull this one off? It is Divine Protection, no healing, and a Kelia versus Kelia matchup.
Oh, I'm kind of liking the bottom here. That
So am I.
The sneak, the Pellicor Bandit up top's not going to be able to do any damage against that shield, and you're probably gonna get some dodges by the Kelp Initiate. So we'll see, but I'm definitely liking the bottom.
I'm going bottom.
Yeah, I think this is one of those whoopsies, maybe, that I didn't look at the rule set. Or I don't know if this happens to you guys a bunch, but to me, I always look at the first rule set, then the second rule set, and then I start thinking about the second rule set and forget about the first. And I feel like that's what happened here, because I see they tried to go for the double heal.
Healing characters on there.
So that's the only thing I can maybe think of that maybe that's what happened here.
Oh, I forget the rule set all the time. It's why Darth Squirrel is my mascot. I get distracted. I'll look at the rule set, and then you start building your team, and you kind of go on different thought processes going through, and then by the time I've gone through so many different things in my mind, I've completely forgotten where we started with the rule set. I'll even build like half my team to the rule set, and then by the time I'm getting to the back, I've forgotten, and it's like. Or I can't tell you how many times I've had 1 mana left and stuck the Creeping Ooze in during a reverse speed match or something like that.
that one feels bad. I've done that plenty of times as well. I feel like this matchup here is one of the ones that I do all the time. It's the no healing, and then I obviously put in a healing, and it's like, well, that was a big waste.
Well, it's nice when you're playing on the PC or on the browser because it doesn't show the healing on the cards. When you play in the app, it's a real pain because it will still show the healing on your cards. So it's very easy to forget. Yeah, that's
definitely one change that would be very helpful to us. They can fix that would be kind of nice, but I'm sure they'll work on it over time. Well, let's see if we can get another matchup here with KJ Chemical. KJ has definitely been in the chat before. I don't know if he's here today for fame or shame, but this time taking on Albie, which is another player in the top 16. So we have 2 Rockstar players heading on against each other. This matchup is going to be Obsidian for KJ Chemical, and Albie is playing the Kelia there at the top. And this is Opportunity Attackers. Ooh. So who's taking this one down?
Oh, well... Kelly is not going to help a whole lot with that armor, but does help a lot with the speed. So that speed could be pretty clutch up there. And then I guess you got a taunt that helps a lot. So on both sides, I didn't even. Okay, I'm missing the taunt and see. I'm looking at the battle and now it's all changed as I'm kind of processing everything.
This is a tough one. Those 46 mana battles are pretty hard because there's just so many monsters on the board. It's hard to really look through all at once.
There's too much damage on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards the bottom now. Like I said, at first before I recognized those opportunity cards, I thought the speed was going to be killer. But the taunt's going to help offset that.
Yeah, I mean, the Tough Stuff says bottom in the chat, and I never go against the Tough Stuff because the Tough Stuff is literally the best at this tournament, always in the top 5, I swear. So I think, the Mushroom Seer right there nerfing the damage of top with all that magic damage, I think that could be probably the biggest difference maker there, and a 10% miss doesn't hurt. Yep, there goes the taunt. I guess they still have a chance to knock down and get their magic damage back, though, so that's kind of nice, killing off the Seer.
So now in round 2 is when we're seeing that speed.
Right, no more armor. This is getting actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. I was agreeing with you guys, but it's looking a little dicey.
That double strike is nice, being able to split that damage up.
Okay, so now it's going to be Sea Monster versus Unicorn here. Oh, Unicorn going down here. I think that's GG's, actually. All right, looks like a lot of us... Even the Tough Stuff was wrong. The Tough Stuff, you have never led me astray on stream before. How dare you? Wow, there you go. What do you guys think was the key to victory there? Because we all thought it was going to be bottom. What was the difference?
He was nice, and so was it the Axe Master? Is that what his name is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The double strike.
Yeah, I think those were pretty key.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one I think I go to a lot in equal opportunity, because like if you killed the first person with your equal opportunity hit, then you don't waste, the extra damage. You can split it between 2 people, so that was pretty nice there.
For every reason I hate recharge is why I like double strike.
I'm interested in chat and hearing your guys' opinion. I rarely find myself ever using recharge. The one time I use a recharge monster is when it's back to basics and they lose that ability and I just want the magic damage. Do you guys feel the same way?
I hate recharge, but at the same time, and I don't use it very much. I feel like every time I use it, I actually win. Like just this morning, somebody was trying to get wins with recharge, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go in, and I was just kind of almost trolling. I was like, okay, I'm just going to throw 2 recharge cards in here, and I won throwing 2 recharge cards in. And it was like, okay, I didn't really expect that. I thought this was a terrible team, and then it actually worked out.
Yeah, I feel like one of the worst feelings in this game is when you have a recharge that's not magic damage, and then you either hit 1 armor or you miss. And you're like, well, I guess I gotta wait till round 4 till this guy actually does any damage. Great. Oh.
So some people have been kind of some interesting conversations we've had over the last few weeks have been discussing potential abilities for the new summoners, the new legendary summoners. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of people wanting to see like a recharge summoner.
Oh no!
I thought that would be very interesting though, having your entire team have it, because then you're loading up like you don't do any damage round 1, and then you just come through round 2 with just
crush them.
So many hits, attack after attack, and you probably wouldn't waste near as much then.
Yeah,
I mean it's blessing.
Yeah, divine protection or having a taunt on your team, maybe to soak up all that first round damage. Could be possible. I just feel like, again, if you miss or if you waste, 9 damage on 1 armor, that's gonna feel real bad.
You go up against Kalia, that's got that 1 armor on every card.
Right. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you have more recharge, I guess you could use that recharge with just a full magic damage team, right?
Okay, how about recharge plus piercing?
Oh my gosh. Last week we had a little section where we just asked the chat for worst legendary summoner ideas. There's some pretty creative ones. Actually, I think there was. Ironically, this was before Waka. I think someone said everyone gets poisoned as a joke, and now it actually happened.
I remember that. That did happen. Someone called it.
I think we're gonna need a legendary summoner now that has cleanse for like all monsters or something like that, right? Like we're gonna need some kind of counter.
We've talked about immunity, but a lot of people tend to think that immunity is too overpowered to have that on a summoner.
Or phase.
Yeah,
phase is the one that I want. I love my dodge teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, phase, that would be great.
But
phase. Go ahead.
I'd actually like to see a completely new ability that you mentioned cleansing all monsters, like kind of like triages where you heal the back line. Have a cleanse version where you cleanse the monster in the back line with the most debuffs or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, especially with Waka being able to poison anyone from anywhere. I guess Deep Lurker already does that with the opportunity attack, so it'd be nice to have a backline cleanse as well.
You got your acid shooter that just poisons random cards.
Oh yeah.
That's the scatter shot always frustrates me. It feels like when you play it on your team, it will never target the card you want. And then when you play against you, it always hits that perfect card.
Chaos Dragon. I don't get to use it much, but when I do, man, I really like it.
I always feel like it attacks.
Too.
Yeah. I always feel like it attacks the tank anyways, though. I'm like, guys, there's 6 options here. Stop attacking the tank. That's the one place you're not supposed to. Come on.
Or it hits the card that you want, but then doesn't poison them.
Ugh. The woes of Splinterlands. We have such a hard life here, guys. Well, while we wait for our next matchup to come in, let's take a look at the standings. It looks like Shampoo Boy jumping up to 3rd, knocking me down there. So that's pretty exciting to see Shampoo Boy jump up. Unit QM to Tough Stuff still in the top 2. Albie 5th. Escoworet, oh boy, number 6 there. Necromancer number 7, which is awesome. They're trying to get into that top 16. Right now, I believe they're in 20th place or so. Spore on 8th. Schwarzschild in 9th, and Stever 82 still rounding out the top 10. Outside of that, Janik, Faduo, both in the top 16, as well as Schnapoon. So securing more points today would probably get their position locked in the top 16, as well as Super Cow. Taco right now in 17th, but they're going to need a lot more points than that. So If they can squeak into the top 16 for this tournament with, what do they have, 3 more matches left or 2 more matches left, that would be huge. So we'll see if they can win their last 2 matches here in the final hours. Haturo is a player that has been crushing it with low power and again in the top 32. So let's take another look at an important matchup here. Oh, did I just reveal it? Yep. We'll play it anyways. This one's going to be fun because this is not a fame or shame because Stever isn't here today, but Stever has been here for many tournament streams. So we'll show off a Stever battle versus KJ Chemical again. We got the Daria versus the Kelia. So what are you guys thinking? It's looking like a no healing and an even Stevens battle. Who's taking this one? Chat and Bulldog, Zerg. Who do you guys?
I said, well, we already saw the answer, so that's kind of cheating there.
No, ignore it. I definitely didn't show it.
It's hard to ignore. No, that new streaming option will hopefully be here soon. I know they're working on it.
I know, right?
We'll hide everything.
When
So
Weirdbeard said that, I was like,
that.
yes, please.
But yeah, so it looks so down at the bottom. I think one of the problems is that there's not a lot of focused fire. So you've got 4 cards attacking the tank, but then 1 opportunity and 1 sneak. So you kind of divide those up, and that's not always helpful if it doesn't time right.
Yeah, I mean, Zerg, anything else you're seeing? What's interesting to you about this setup? Oh, did we lose him?
Okay,
I think we may have lost him. I was like, I wasn't.
All right, I'm back.
There you go.
All
There you
right.
go.
I was like, do I say anything? Is this me or is it this?
As you were saying, Zerg, I think you were saying something incredible. Like, it seemed like you had a lot of Splinterlands wisdom right there.
Well, I can't say it again now.
Yeah, you forgot it already, right? The key to win every battle, Zerg just said, but unfortunately your mic was muted, so... anything interesting, though, as you watch this battle?
Well, I missed the results, so...
Oh, perfect.
I feel that would help me sound smarter if I knew who was going to win. Having that... is Chihuahua or...
Yeah, Chihuahua.
Jin Chihuahua. Gonna be half the damage. No one's gonna do melee damage on it. You have the Deep Lurker, which is gonna go, knock a couple cards out. I'm thinking bottom, but I wish I saw the results.
I think that's what I would have chosen. Really?
Yeah. Well, let's play it. I learned this last week from Stever, is the Daria level 2 can actually use, was it level 3 rares in bronze? Which, that threw me off quite a bit. So that's,
that 3 damage
special.
opportunity. That 3 damage opportunity is kind of nice down there at the bottom. That's hitting 3. You've got 3 cards that started with 3 health.
Yeah. I'm thinking there might be a miss with all this flying. Yep, there's one.
Yeah.
That extra little bit of flying is just so powerful. I mean, there's 3 flying monsters on the top. A lot of missed opportunities there.
And you don't have a lot of snare down in bronze, so...
Yeah, pretty much none, really. I mean, especially without legendaries. Usually my go-to snare at silver is Lyra. Can't use her. And there you go.
Yeah.
Steve, we're getting the fame.
See, open my mouth and I I show that I'm not that smart.
Steve, we're moving into 9th there with that nice win. Bulldog, have you had a chance to hang out with Steve R?
He's come to some of the streams and been in chat a little bit. We see his name through tournaments quite a bit, but I've never just in chat is all. Yeah,
okay, because I know both of you guys are kind of some of the OGs in this space, so maybe we're gonna need a Bulldog versus Stever like matchup, like a title match or something.
I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to call me an OG. Some of these people have been around for 3 or 4 years. I haven't even hit a year yet.
You haven't had a year, really?
No, I started in May.
All right. I thought you were in a little bit earlier than that. Okay.
I got in just before Untamed sold out.
Okay. Well, it's impressive that you built the deck like that already then. So, congrats to you. That's impressive. That's like, I feel like, I got it in August, so not too much further past you, but I guess, that's when a lot of things spiked, so.
But yeah, even though as far as time frame, it wasn't that big, but yeah, literally right after I got in was when everything jumped up. So
yeah.
I don't know if I had anything to do with that or not, making those videos. But yeah, everything spiked after that.
Well, since no one can prove it, just give all the credit goes to Bulldog. 100% of Splinterland's funding, profits,
Yeah.
all the Bulldog. Awesome. Well, let's do one more matchup, and then we're going to take a break at the top of the hour. But before that, Zerg, if you want to think of a quiz question about you, your channel, anything fun that we can do a Chaos Legion pack giveaway, we'll do that after this match. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, so let's jump into this next matchup. We got Lord Flu. Interesting name there. Taking on the MXR Racer again here. We got neutrals aren't allowed. So, Bulldog, I'll go to you first in case Zerg is trying to think of a quiz question here. Who's going to win this, the Delwyn or the Kelia?
Oh, seeing Magic against Kelia, I tend to lean towards Magic.
Yeah,
I mean, and the timing of the heal is going to be kind of unfortunate up top. So I think I'm gonna go. Is it Lord Flu? Is that what it is? Down
Lord
at the
Flu. Yep. A little bit of a triggering name for the time we live in right now, but Yeah, it's interesting that with Kelia with no legendaries, usually you have Oceanus there for the front, maybe to soak up some magic damage. I guess they could have put in Torhilo, but maybe they just don't own Torhilo. Zerg, I don't know if you've been able to look at the battle at all. Do you think bottom as well, or are you going top?
Yeah, I think the bottom. I think Bulldog called it on the heal. The heal's gonna go off before any of the magic does. So they're gonna do 8 damage on and kill the top's tank in round 1. So I think that'll be unfortunate.
Okay.
I'm going bottom.
Yeah, most everyone's going bottom. I see Divine J in the chat said, Gold Mr. Krabs for the win. Is that what we're calling the cruel Setherpod now? Did we just come up with another nickname? I mean, I can see it kind of a little bit there. Not fully, but... All right, let's see how this one plays out.
So it sounds like a promo opportunity to me for skins.
Yeah, I don't know if they can go get the rights to SpongeBob. That might be a little difficult. All right, yeah, look at all that magic damage coming in. That's hitting hard there. Yeah, it looks like Lord Flu should be able to take it from here. Especially Lobster, again, one of those cards I feel like that is pretty pricey and hard to get, but especially in this tournament can be pretty handy.
That's one that's on my list to get still. I rent that one.
Yeah, the airdrop card. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I've maybe played with it a couple of times when I just randomly get it from a Peak Monsters rental, but that's about it. All right, well, those have been some good matches so far. Of course, we still got 2 hours in this Zensports Bronze tournament, so we'll see how it shakes up, who finishes in the top 32 for earning some circuit points. But let's take a little quiz show here with Zerg and see who we are going to give away a Chaos Legion pack to. So I'm watching on YouTube chat, Twitch chat, and the Theta chat. So across all 3, whoever I see it get in the answer that is correct first will be getting that Chaos Legion pack. So Zerg, you got an excellent quiz question for us.
We were just talking about it. So according to Splinterland's game, when did I start playing?
Ooh, okay. Like, are we looking for a month and year, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's go month and year. Day might be a little bit hard.
It doesn't say
I don't even know if you know the day.
No, I don't.
Okay. Whoever guessed the right month or year. I see. Now you got to guess month and year. Maybe they haven't heard us yet. I'm seeing people say August, but I want month and year. Alpha 2018, March 2019, 2021 March, May 2021, August 2018, October 2020, March. Oh my gosh, they're flying in now.
Do you know the answer?
I don't think I know the answer. Have you seen it? Can you see the chat?
It's scrolling faster than I can see it.
All right, well, type me the answer here in Discord. I'm seeing some guesses come in. All right, wow, okay, that's so many guesses. All right, everybody, there's got to be a winner in here. Yeah, I just need to go look. Let me do a search here. I don't think I saw anyone in the Twitch chat.
I saw one on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, sweet. It's a person that's been crushing it in the tournament, so that's exciting. The pack is going to go to Albie. First one to get it right. And actually, Ecto X. I'll just call you Ecto X. In the Twitch chat, I'm not going to lie, the YouTube chat was flying so fast, I couldn't tell who was going first. So, Albie, drop your IGN in the YouTube chat. Ecto X, drop your IGN in the Twitch chat, and I'll just send both of you guys a pack over during the break. So, sound good? That'll be fair. So, both of you getting it. Congrats there. Let us know if you open the pack what it's going to be. Probably a gold foil legendary, I'm guessing. Of course. All right. So, Zerg, as we take a break here and rotate in another guest coming up, just remind people, where can they find you? I know you're part of the upcoming Splinterland stream team. Anything else you want to let people know about yourself?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube. I started streaming to both now. Before it was just Twitch. I give away packs, usually at least one every stream. Although I'm thinking about doing giving out cards too. So maybe some power, some cards for bronze, for silver, that kind of stuff.
All
so
right. I think you told me you're gonna give away a gold foil Jotun. Is that what you said? Is that one of those?
I don't have one.
Darn. I was really rooting for that. I was like, I'm gonna come into these streams. I need a gold foil Jotun. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, no packs and delegating some cards, some power.
I mean, that's still good. Yeah, that's definitely needed. I mean, I know that's my community the most. They're like, how do we get to silver power? It's such a grind. It's so hard. So anywhere you can get power, giveaways, grinding through the game, blogging, make use of all those opportunities. So I hope you guys go check out Zerg. Obviously, he's been helping me stream this for a lot of weeks. Just appreciate you, Zerg. And I know you're not even feeling well today, so thanks for clutching it out and coming here anyways, even though you're not feeling 100%.
You're welcome.
So have a great one, and everyone will be back in about 5 minutes with another guest as well. Bulldog staying on for another hour, and we're going to watch a couple more matches, do some more quizzes, do another pack giveaway, so stick around, and we'll see you guys right after the break.
Sports betting is stuck in the dark ages. Traditional bookmakers come with high betting fees, slow deposits and withdrawals, outdated technologies, and no loyalty or rewards programs for your play. All of this leads to a frustrating and one-sided experience for betting on sports. Thankfully, there's a better way. Introducing Zensports, a peer-to-peer sports betting marketplace that allows you to create and accept sports bets with anyone else in the world, without the need for a bookmaker. Our marketplace is fully transparent, trustworthy, easy, and fun for betting on sports. In addition, Zensports uses cryptocurrencies and its own utility token called Sports, which you can use to place bets as well as earn bonuses, rewards, and other perks. Zensports makes sports betting fun, secure, and more rewarding than ever. What are you waiting for? Download the Zensports app today at zensports.com.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Zensports Bronze Esports League, where people are battling to get top 16 circuit points over 7 weeks of play. One of the longest Splinterland tournaments probably of all time. I don't know. maybe someone else can refute that, but as far as I know, that's the truth here. So obviously Zerg had to go, so thank you, Zerg, for coming last hour. And now we have Crypto Crazy 2789 joining us. Crypto Crazy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just glad to be here. Glad to watch the tournament, talk some strategy and everything.
Yeah. And for the people that don't know you, how can people find out about you or follow you along if they want to get to know you more?
I'm on all my content's on 3Speak, Peak, and then like YouTube. It's under Crypto Crazy 2789. I got a bunch of videos on there. I got a Twitch account. I do Twitch, but I haven't really gotten a big uprising in it yet.
Mm-hmm. And you're part of the Splinterland stream team coming up as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. My
longest. Sounds like we might have a stream. I don't know. maybe someone else can repeat that. But as far as someone's playing the stream, it might be coming back through. So try to mute the stream.
Yeah, no, that's me.
Okay, no worries. There we go. Yeah,
that was me. I was sitting there wondering,
whose voice is that? And then I was like, wait, that's my voice.
Yeah, I was watching the stream before, is what it was, and then I forgot to exit off.
You're totally fine.
But anyway, yeah. Saturday, 7:30 to 9:30 will be my Splinterland stream team spot.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited for you, and I'm glad that you can join the team, and it's going to be super fun. That the stream team hopefully starting up here soon. I know there's been some unfortunate delays out of their hands, but hopefully here soon it will be happening. So let's get into our first matchup after this break, and we got another one of KJ Chemical, who is again trying to hold on to that top 16 spot in the circuit point leaderboard, taking on Rook's Burning. So, oops, played it a little bit too far. But Crypto Crazy, since you just joined us, I'll give it to you first. Who do you think's got this matchup?
This matchup right here, I'm going to go with Daria. I mean, they got +1 magic, but that's a sneak team back there, and a sneak team's like that. That's a strong sneak team. It's going to get them every time.
Okay, instant win for bot. Bulldog, you agreeing there?
I'm agreeing. There's a lot of damage there.
Yeah.
And, I'm liking the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to beat. I've noticed that Daria is one of those cards that not a lot of people have, but can still be used in this tournament. Is it? What is this summoner from? Which pack?
Beta, isn't it? Beta.
Well, there's no beta or alphas. Is this a promo? Do you know, Bulldog?
It must be a promo.
Okay.
Unless it was a reward.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm interested because not a lot of people have this summoner, but it is, especially in this tournament, it's one of those epic summoners that can be used at level 2. That's pretty powerful.
It is a reward summoner.
You checked it?
Yeah.
That and Kretch, that Kretch dragon card's a reward too, but that's the only 2 summoner rewards, isn't it? Them 2?
Yes, those are the only 2. Yeah, it's been nice to playing when you could pull Daria from a.
The thing with them epics is they got like 1 more, on the leveled up that you can use. Like it works out better if you use an epic summoner in bronze and silver.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I keep talking to the tournament team, like, hey, can we get a split up on these reward cards? Because it's so hard when there's reward cards from, the new set that everyone has, right? And then all of these old reward cards that a lot of these new players can't get their hands on anymore.
Right.
So there you go. If you want to win in this tournament, I guess just go get Daria.
Yeah.
Hey, I use that card quite a bit, and that and Selenia, whether if you're going magic or ranged. So yeah, those are very nice summoners.
Yeah.
So even at the upper levels, you're using Daria, huh?
Oh yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, we got another matchup coming. This is going to be Apollo 99 taking on Antique Weasley. I like that name. I don't know if that's like a Weasley, like a Harry Potter reference, maybe, or what. But I'm digging the name, so let's check out what the rule set is. Melee monsters can attack from anywhere, and ranged monsters can attack from front. So as you guys see this, who's going to take the win?
I think Death.
That's that's probably good.
I didn't see it was my lure. I thought it was +1 magic, so I don't know, man. That thorns might kill him. You know.
This one's gonna be tough to predict. They're not gonna get the bottom's not gonna get one of their heals in, but they're still gonna have a couple. Or they're still gonna have one.
Right.
I honestly don't know. This is I think I would take Death, but I don't feel confident.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those, if they put the Periton in second, I would have a lot more confidence in, because if the Nectar Queen goes down, then the Periton potentially could get a lot of misses from all these melee attackers with the high speed and flying. So I'm a little bit, maybe they're just thinking of a sneak attack blocker, but I think if they would have switched it around, I feel like this is the one case where Bone Golem actually makes sense. I rarely use this card in Bronze and Silver, but I think that's going to pretty much nerf all of this magic damage. So we'll see. A lot of people are picking Death so far. Let's see if that plays out how it's going to be. Big Snipe coming through as well.
I like to play Periton as a reach card a lot myself. In the second position.
Forgot about the Snipe taking out their back line though on that Jarks. This could be a fairly close matchup here. Oh, what is that? 3 or 4 misses in a row?
Yep.
Alright, now they're down to the camouflage. I don't know if they're going to kill the Nectar Queen. They got to hit everything from here on, I feel like.
The thorns might get him.
It's not even that high of a dodge chance.
35? Maybe? I mean, they knocked off the heal, so if they can finish it out here, I don't think they have enough left in the tank even with that, though, do they?
I don't think they're going to get it. I think Earth will take it now.
Yeah, I feel like that was actually a pretty bad beat. I don't know for sure.
I mean, you've...
Oh, wait. If
So
this
you
misses,
you
oh!
got the dodge.
Oh, no, freaking way.
Man.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot.
oh,
I was
wait,
gonna attack
Every
that first.
time.
I completely forgot the rule set
Oh
there.
my gosh, I did too. We were all getting trolled there by the rule set. I was like, he did it! He did it! He pulled it off! He got the random last miss, and then, nope. That was very anticlimactic right there. Oh, that's exciting. I mean, I love it when there's a matchup that actually comes down to those last little battles, and, you know, do I hit, do I not hit, and it can be super frustrating, but they're obviously really exciting to watch, or really exciting when you're on the winning side of that coin, right?
So what week did you say this tournament was? How far into this tournament was it?
This is week 6 out of 17. So as you see
long
that,
time
it's
left,
probably a
yeah.
good reminder. We should check out the points where things are at again. So top 16 are going to be in that best of 5 final for March 4th, coming up in just a couple weeks. Honestly, when we designed this tournament, I did not think there'd be this much competition. So next time if we do it, perhaps we'll expand that out to like a top 32 or something. This is super competitive. You can see how many players are just racking up points each and every week, and even outside of that 17th to 24th spot, there's about 8 players really just right there trying to push in this last week or two to try to make that top 16. So really there's probably about 10 players that could shake up the top 16. You can make an argument that someone wins the tournament this week, even with 0 points, they're going to get 12 points. So there is a possibility that someone comes out of nowhere and just wins one of these last weeks and maybe just gets into that top 16. So you never know. And then, of course, on that March 4th final is going to be that final best of 5 with those top 16 players. And with that, the Zensports prize pool. So there's some pretty exciting storylines coming through here today and next week. And I'm excited to see which players are actually going to qualify and which ones we've been talking about all season that might just get knocked out here in the very end. So let's, with that, watch another matchup. This is going to be Espartaco, again, taking on Zombie, who is now also just out of the top 16, I believe. So this is a pretty important matchup here. Oops, already started to go in a little bit. We got weak magic, heavy hitters. Kelly are taking on the Miler of Zombie. So Bulldog, who are you taking in this setup?
Oh, I mean, I like Big Bam.
Man, I'm not a fan.
Well, you're not a fan.
I can't, man. Listen, I got a level 5 Big Bam, and every time I put him out there, he dies. I've never want to mess with him. He is awesome. I love it, but he always makes me lose.
It's
I don't
true.
know why.
You got to keep him alive with heals.
Yeah, double heal and the armor from Queen Mystelia. Then he's got a chance.
So here you've got a double heal, plus you've got the taunt in the back, and yeah, I don't know. I've got to go with Big Bam. If it's I've got to pick him.
You believe in your Big Bam. I
You
love
named him, so you got to pick him. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go with water.
Yeah, I mean, water has the opportunity attack or that deep
Yeah.
lurker can be very
And that
punishing.
double attack in the back.
There's a lot of damage down on that, Kelly.
There is.
There is a
Yep.
lot of damage.
There's also a
gonna
lot of
take out
damage
the
on top,
taunt.
though. Ugh.
There is, and it's got thorns. So all them 2 opportunities in your reach, they're gonna get hit with thorns. But I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, we'll see. A lot of the chat is saying water. Big Bam is our name for Grund.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. So we'll see if Big Bam and Milo can take down the team of Kellyats. Should be fairly close. Let's see how much damage comes out. They do have the thorns on Milo, so that's actually going to be very painful to those opportunity attackers as well.
Yeah.
See Monster going down right off the bat, too.
Ooh.
That taunt really helped keep that double heal alive, too. That might be the difference
Yeah.
maker. Yeah, I don't see how they can get through now.
Yeah.
Grun's going to die here, though, so, okay, that's a lot of their
I
damage.
think I got it. Yeah.
Oh, man, this is getting spicy. We'll see, we'll see.
Deep Lurker is one of my favorite cards,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
He's a powerful card. Level 8
Yeah.
poison. And,
The thorns, though.
man.
The thorns,
The
what's going to be
thorns
the
might
difference?
win
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yep.
going.
It's
That
going.
close.
It's going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I think who got that one right? Was that Bulldog picking Big Bam, right?
Bulldog. Yeah, he
I
did.
had
Yeah.
to. I had to. I wasn't sure. It was a toss-up. I had arguments for both sides, but when it was a
I feel
toss-up,
like-
I had to throw Big Bam in there.
I personally love that card. I do. Like the thought of that card. But I swear I just can't win with it. Like I can't.
Yeah. Well, now I feel like I need to bait out Bulldog. I need to find a matchup specifically where Big Bam loses and just bait you into picking it.
Send me an
anyways.
invite. Just send me an invite and I'll play and you can go on. Simple.
Alrighty. Well, that was a good matchup. Let's see if we can get another one going here. This time we got Zensports, the dad of God is Love, taking on Duke Godwin with the Obsidian. So Delwyn versus Obsidian matchup. No range attack, no armor, 42 mana. Who you guys got in this matchup?
Me personally, I would go with bottom because I feel like the top got set up wrong. But the top is a strong team, but I just feel like they shouldn't have put the Pericton as a tank.
I don't think I got the silence on there, so I don't know if that changes your mind.
I mean, Pericton as a tank can work really well, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of. Well, I mean, we might see it here initially. You've got that dodge chance, but then it's going to be mostly magic, and that can't be dodged.
Both have the taunt though, right? So both teams mostly going to be hitting the taunt first.
Right. Yeah, I honestly have no clue. Again, it feels like a toss up. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the top.
Okay. I think the one interesting thing is for the bottom, and I don't know if they just didn't have this card, but why play Sportster when there's no armor already? And you could have played Mushroom Seer and nerfed all their magic damage. I would have been a lot more confident in bottom if they had the Mushroom Seer out there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you've got a better second tank with up top, which could be important because you've got a double heal there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone in chat is saying top, so I guess we all agree in some ways the Force is going to be taking this one. We'll see if it does play out any different way. Unfortunately for them, there's no triage here in this Bronze League. That would have been nice to heal up their taunt.
Oh yeah, because there's no legendaries, so there's literally no source of triage.
Yep.
That's why I really like that Spirit Hoarder. And in bronze, it's your only source of triage.
I like that card. I liked it.
Yeah, I think Zerg was the one that was talking to us about it first in the, I think, week 2 or 3 tournament, even though it couldn't be used here. He's like, a really good strategy with that is put taunt in the back and then just triage it up. You know, it's kind of like the reverse strategy that we're seeing here now, and just heal up your backline and keep them alive. But it looks like Zensports going to take that down. I think that Mushroom Seer definitely the difference there. So Zensports, congrats there. Another player just outside the top 16. Zensports, listen to this, guys. Started out hot there in rank 7th, rank 11th after the first 2 weeks. Then 15th, 16th, and last week was the first week out of the top 16, now in 19th place. So Zensports needing some points here to crawl their way back. Let's see where they're at right now. Maybe, I don't know if they're in the top here or not, but we'll see if we can get... They look like they're in 45th place right now with 7 matches to go. So we'll see if Zensports can probably clutch out maybe 4 or 5 wins. Will get them back into the top 16. It's going to be close, though. Have you played with Zensports or against Zensports, Bulldog, much?
I definitely recognize the name. I honestly don't remember for where, if it's from playing against him or seeing him in tournaments. Such a hard time keeping track of all the names, but no, it's definitely a name. Hard. It's like, definitely a name I've seen a lot.
I know when I see your name or somebody's name, I remember, but I don't really remember all the names because there's just so many. Yeah,
well, I know God is Love has casted a few tournaments with us and other Zensports tournaments, and apparently Zensports is his dad, so they have they've been passing secrets back and forth with each other. I think they're both at champion level, if I'm
I'll tell you who always gets me is Albie. I don't know who he is, but I know he's been in the game for a while, and he knocks me out of tournaments all the time.
Well, there you go. Albie's in the chat right now over on YouTube.
Is he? Yeah, he's a good player, man. He's knocked me out of several tournaments.
Well, so far, Albie is in 12th place in the Circuit Point tournament with 13 points right now. Good. So the stats back it up. What you're saying there, Crazy. Albie's done really, really well in this tournament as well.
He's a good player.
All right, well, let's get another matchup going. Just found out Zombie569 now taking on Miloshpro. And this is going to be Obsidian versus Mylor. So this is reverse speed. And just as you called out, Bulldog, I feel like you're the one that said that earlier. Look what we got here in the top. We got the creepy news.
I know the feeling. I absolutely know the feeling. Some similar teams here.
Yeah, I can't call the difference in that. Maybe bottom because the archer might make the extra damage difference.
You got the extra damage, the extra speed hurts up top. The top does have a heal, but I mean the thorns is not going to do anything. So I think the bottom's definitely gonna take this.
That's what I was thinking. The bottom.
Okay, everyone's saying bottom. Chat hasn't decided yet. Albie says, "Hiya, Crypto Crazy. My bad. You still play amazing."
Listen, I don't get offended when I get beat by players I know are good. I just keep trying, man. Just keep grinding.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I love about this 7-week tournament. I didn't play week 1, but then Ali is like, you gotta get your own fame or shame in there. So start playing. And I feel like week 2, week 3, I got crushed, and now I'm like, okay, I actually figured out like what's good, what's not good. So it's been really fun for that. But let's see who wins this one. Zombie looking for more circuit points here. We'll see if this Magic Reflect really makes the difference here. Wood Nymph going to take 1 damage there. Yeah, I think you guys were right. That Princess having 2 damage is going to keep that failed summoner from living. Yep, there you go.
We just need a chicken with some attack to get a chicken kill.
Chicken kill. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that can't happen in bronze.
No.
Yep, and no fiend kills either because, no legendary. So we just can't get any 0 mana card wins here. All right. Should we pull up another match here? Let's see. We got this time. Ooh, I love I'm already laughing at me trying to pronounce this name. We got Z-Force taking on Luffy D Monkey. So I don't know where that name's coming from, but very interesting here. We got no neutrals, 22 mana, Kelia versus Kelia. We got Sea Monster, Serpent of Eld matchup. Who you guys taking in this one?
I mean, I think it's an obvious top, really.
Why do you say obvious top here?
I mean, because it's got level. I mean, you're looking at 3, 3, 2, and 2 against 1, 1, and 1. I mean, that gives him a whole lot more advantage right there because he's picking up extra speed from that or damage, something. He's got leveled up cards, you know, and he's got that sneak magic at 2 damage.
Yeah?
That,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
Bulldog,
you know,
what do you think? Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's some dodge chances in the front there.
Absolutely.
That sneak's gonna be killer. Taking out that
Coral Race.
Taking out that Axemaster.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna take. Axemaster's still gonna get 3 turns in there.
It will be close.
I still. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the top.
Okay.
I don't think there's quite enough damage.
A lot of chat saying top, but I'm a little bit worried for that Sea Monster being taken down by Axemaster and Serpent of Eld. Like, if it takes 3 rounds for the Coral Wrath to kill off Axemaster, is that going to be too late by then? So, let's play it out. People are saying top, but let's see if we're wrong here.
It might be.
Okay, there's 1 miss. How many misses do we get? That's the real question. There's the Sea Monster going down. Oh my gosh, of course.
Oh, and that's not even going to get to the Axemaster.
No, it's not.
Serpent of Eld card is in bronze. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's one of the most frustrating cards to play against, especially with Kelia. You know, some cards have, 60-70% chance of missing in it. It's just like, give me a break. What do I do against this thing?
There's not many cards that have that much speed.
It's definitely a good tank.
Well, there you go. So I guess leveled up cards aren't everything, guys. If you don't have the big brain to support the leveled up cards.
That's what's crazy about this tournament is it's not really how much money you put into your deck. It's how well you know your deck. You know what I mean? Because if you just got they're low level cards, you know what I mean? So it isn't a whole lot. Most anybody can have them cards, and it's just like who can use them cards better. Skill.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think that's a good point. You know, it's like, yes, there's a couple cards that are definitely powerful in this kind of tournament, like Halfling Alchemist, which we've talked about how expensive that card is. But what I do in this tournament is like, heck, I can go rent the Alchemist for 4 DEC for 1 day and play it both days in this tournament, right? So it's not like people can't afford to go just get a couple leveled up cards. Now, if you have 0 cards to rent all the 6 decks that you probably need to compete at a high level, yeah, that might not be realistic for you.
Right.
But if you're just missing a few here and there, then it's definitely reasonable just to go out and, spend 10 DEC, 15 DEC just to get some more leveled up cards or whatever you need.
Yeah, the must-have cards.
That strategy is going to get real interesting once land gets here, because this that we're doing here, where we're analyzing like which team do we think is going to win, that's going to be something that everybody's doing once we get that second phase, where you've got to look at this and say, okay, what's going to happen? How do I need to play my item cards to change this match in my favor? And that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah,
listen,
I'm wondering. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm so excited about land, man. I got one plot. I got one of the plots out of the daily chest when they had them in the.
They had daily chest plots.
Yeah,
what?
I got my plot from the daily quest, and I was so happy. Like, and I held it while it was like 1,200 or its highest. I think it went to what, Bulldog, 1,100 at one point. Land. It was up there.
Something crazy. I saw that 800 was like when I saw it.
And I've held it the whole time. I've held it, and I'm just so excited to open it because, I can't lose. It was the daily quest, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's probably got to be the best daily quest reward probably of all time. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. That's ridiculous.
It was only like for like a month, wasn't it, Bulldog? Like it wasn't very many.
That was before I got here, so
was it?
I know that used to be the case. I've heard some people say that. But.
I don't know the number of what they had in there, but it was really low. It wasn't like how they're putting, 15,000 in the packs in the daily quest now. How many did they say?
Like 1 to 3% chance, depending on where you're at in your league. So yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome that you got that poll though. That's so incredible. I mean, the fact that you can just keep that land now and move forward. I'm really interested to see, as Bulldog was saying, especially in tournaments, casting these tournaments, how does it change? Do we get to see the layout of the team, how they set it up first, and then we get to talk about that, like what items, what spells could they use, and then we actually get to see what items and spells they put on and what they did differently. I think it's going to make it even, way more fun to cast and to watch these types of streams. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
it's going to change the meta. It's going to change the meta of the game so much. You know what I mean? It's going to make it. It's going to change.
Yeah. I mean, it really changes the whole game when, we can have all the strategy set up for Chaos Legion. You could be the best diamond, bronze, silver tournament player, and then all these items and spells, guess what? We're going to have to learn all these new metas again, as you said. It's going to be pretty dang wild. But let's watch another matchup. This one is, I don't know if they're here today or not. Definitely have been in the past week, so I don't know if this is a fame or shame. But if you're here, Super Cow to the rescue. Super Cow in the top 16 as of right now as well. Taking on Golden Skeeter on the top, playing the Tarsa Enrage and Weak Magic here. Bulldog, will go to you first. Does Super Cow get the fame here?
Well, it's looking good that they went Magic up against Living Lava. So that's going to be very helpful. I think they're going to take it.
Even with the weak magic.
Oh, I did forget about the weak magic, and you've got it right. I still think
fire doesn't really have armor for it to hit. If the weak magic hits armor first, right?
Yeah, I mean the unicorn does get a lot of speed potentially once it gets enraged, right? So it depends on how many dodges I feel like it can get.
I mean, well, yeah, and you're gonna have living lava packing a punch with what, six attack in there?
If
it can hit though, right? If it can hit, that's
right. It is 1 speed. It's slow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd have to go green.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is one of the ones where it's like it's really hard to call because it could go really either way with a miss or two. Both teams I'm liking, but let's see. So Crazy's going with Super Cow. Bulldog, you putting your chips down on someone?
Oh, so I agree with Super Cow.
Okay, well, let's play it out. Let's see if that's true. That slow as well from the Creeping Ooze is going to keep it from being enraged too much speed, so that's going to be nice. Oh, there it is.
Got the miss.
I think that's GG
and
from there.
That's pivotal in the game. Like a miss or a dodge would change that whole game up.
We're still going to kill off the Mustang.
I mean, I think that dodge determined it, and that was what, a 40% dodge chance?
Yeah. Yep. So Super Cow getting the win there. Only a 40% chance, but basically a coin flip match, I guess, which is why we were having such a hard time guessing what was going to happen there. I want to get your guys' opinions because we've talked about this on previous weeks, but Splinterlands, having quite a bit of RNG in it. What is your guys' experience either hosting tournaments, casting tournaments, playing in tournaments with those, 50-50 matchups, or, someone could be in a position to win 10 grand and it comes down to a 70-30 split or 50-50 split. Do you guys like that? Is that hard for you guys to deal with? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, it can be tough in tournaments because when you're looking at just a few battles, there can be a lot of randomness that takes over. I mean, over the course, like here, over the course of 7 weeks or 8 weeks, it's your skill is going to win out. But then you get to that final week where you have the final 16 or whatever it is. Yeah, you can have a lot of randomness there, and that's just part of it. You can argue that it's good or that it's bad. That's present in most competitions, though. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think you can design a card game without any RNG. I mean, if you do that, right, you're taking out a lot of the excitement to watch because right off the bat, then you just submit your team and you know who's going to win, right? If it's no RNG, you can just mathematically count out, oh, I don't need to watch this. Let's skip. We won. We lost. So crazy. I don't know. You said you played in a tournament today. Did you have any of that experience of that RNG just flipping it one way or the other?
Listen, I'm going to tell you, because I played, it was a 24-hour sit and go. And before I say this, like, I will say tournament play and rank play and brawl play is 3 different things. It's not the same. It's the same game, but I swear, like, it's different play. Like, the same cards, it's a different meta, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, playing tournaments, it's different. And when I set my matches up, I went 7-0 today, and I'm not bragging at all, because like I definitely didn't think I was going to be 7-0. Like, I made my cards ahead of time, you know, and I didn't get to watch most of the matches. Like, I set them up, and it's, you know, they tell me if I win or not. You know how it goes.
Sure.
But like I really thought, I knew I could place in the top and get more than the 25 SPS I put in, so I knew I could flip my money. But I really did not see myself going 7-0, and I don't know how I did it. Like, I don't. Like, I had some matches that was just like, man, what do I do? And I had to make some decisions quick. And, you know, you get into matches where you just don't have the cards you need, or, I don't know, like, the rule sets set you up. But it's different play for me, I believe. It's different.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you there, and that's kind of one of the things with card games. It's like you got to have some thick skin, because especially if you're in a tournament, a high anxiety environment, a lot of money on the line, then, you know, there is going to be RNG, and sometimes you're going to benefit from it, and sometimes you're not, right? And so it's always going to be one or another. And this tournament alone, I think, has proven to me that it's not just RNG. There are, of course, RNG situations, but the fact that people like Schwarzschild, the Tough Stuff, Amari are all sitting at the top of the tournament with multiple top 10 finishes with hundreds of players in this game. It's like, okay, yes, there's luck involved, but you can't call that luck if 5 to 10 players are constantly at the top over and over again each week. It's just so impressive. So to me, that's really exciting to watch. Yeah. So that's I love the discussion though. Let's keep the thoughts going. This is going to be another hype matchup though. This is Zombie 569 again. They are submitting all their matches here in the last hour or so. Before this match, they are 18-1, so they could actually jump up into first here if they do this right and run the table. So Poison Battle, Odd Ones out, Myler versus our Bright and Bloom here. So who's going to be winning this one? Chat and Crypto Crazy and Bulldog. What do you guys think?
I think green.
I am too. I'm thinking there's too much health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's just too much health on green. Now you've got the 8 health up top, but if that gets down to the front, it can't attack. Anyways, who knows though? It could get down there and just outlast its opponent. Let poison do the damage. So we'll see.
We do have a cleanse on top, right though, here with the Bard. So I don't know if that changes you guys' mind. Disintegrator will last a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least one turn, but won't the poison take out her though on the first round?
So yeah, it'll still be cleansed, yeah.
But yeah, it'll cleanse one time for him for sure.
So actually, won't even need the poison. The blast will take it out.
Yeah.
That's true. I think if it wasn't against Mylor, maybe that Disintegrator you can argue could survive, but it's still going to take that Thorn damage. So
exactly.
It's a tough one to call. A lot of people are saying top. I see one person pick bottom here. Let's see if Zombie can pull it off and keep running the table here. All that damage is going straight to their back line. Yep, there we go. Disintegrator getting disintegrated.
Do you guys use that card a lot, Disintegrator? You use it up high, Bulldog? I'm not a fan of it, but
I don't. There's one spot that I actually use it in,
like melee mayhem and opportunity.
With even if there's not opportunity, if we've got a decent amount of,
okay, there it is.
There we go.
there's some misses in there. I was getting a little bit worried. I thought that match was over. Sorry, go ahead, Bulldog.
When you have the rule set where only melee can attack, if you've got high or even mid to high amount of mana, I'm frequently going with the Kraken and then I just load it up with demoralized cards. So you end up on the other side with, even if those demoralized cards can't attack, you just end up with a bunch of one melee cards trying to hit the Kraken, and the Kraken just gets enraged and retaliates right back, and
Exactly.
it just smokes them.
Yeah. Well, that was a good matchup. Let's take a look at another matchup coming in for Zombie. I'm interested to follow this storyline because Zombie, again, if they run the table, could potentially crack into the top 5 with only 1 loss so far before this match. Zombie also looking at right now 14th place in circuit points, so they definitely need more points this week to hold on to that top 16. Although with the fact that the Rock and Daria, I already feel like this could be a win.
Yeah.
Although it is reverse speed and fog of war, so all this sneak attack from the assassin won't be there. So what are you guys thinking? Is it going to be Zombie or Luffy D Monkey?
It's gonna be Zombie because there's just too much damage there, and all the damage up top is from the Sandworm that's not gonna get an attack.
Yeah, I mean the reverse speed is always nice for Sandworm, but I feel like it's kind of low mana to use it, and you're right, yeah, there's Fog of War, so why would you put in the Sandworm there?
I'm bad about not paying attention to the Fog of War rule set, and it burns me. I'm bad about not paying attention to that.
Is that your least favorite rule set? What are you guys' least favorite rule sets? Mine is definitely back to basics melee only, because then when those are paired up together, it's just like a 1v1 war in the front,
Right,
and you're like, what is going on?
Well, see, I actually,
Tanks.
it depends on how smart your opponent is, because I feel like I have a pretty high win rate with that combo.
Really?
Because you've just got to, a lot of times you can just throw in a dual attack card, like War Chang, for example. If you throw that in and your opponent doesn't, you've got 2 attackers and they've got 1, and it's an easy win. And a lot of people don't, for some reason, a lot of people, even at high levels, don't think about putting that dual attack card in the back.
I like having War Chang when it's opportunity and melee mayhem, because when it's an opportunity or melee mayhem, he will do his attack and he will shoot his range attack too. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my least favorite depends on whether or not I've got llama rented. If I don't have a llama, then it's poison.
Right. See, that's my favorite now, because like my favorite card in the game right now is Forgotten One.
Oh, yeah.
He's got immunity, retaliate, and piercing. And that card, I love that card. That's my favorite card.
Yeah, I mean, most of the poison battles in this tournament, even at level 1, they'll be a Forgotten One pretty much most of the time here.
That's why with my play style, like I like the idea behind Waka, and I support the promo, but I'm just not a fan of the poison. I don't think just poison is going to be a strong thing. Now in lower, but it's not going to be played in lower because it's
right.
an expensive card, you know.
Yeah, I sure hope not.
So if you're using that card and you're playing Hardclaw or Forgotten One, that summoner doesn't have anything on you.
Yeah. Well, let's play out this match. We've been talking about other things for a moment here, but we never hit play, so we'll see. I think it's pretty obvious that we're all picking Zombie here, but there might be something else we're missing. Let's see, just make sure. It's interesting that they put the armor in front of the Silver Shield assassin, because now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Don't think it'll matter too much.
You see these opportunity cards played quite a bit in the Fog of War, because that's one thing that I'm not sure why it doesn't apply, but
yeah,
Fog of War blocks
sneak
out.
doesn't apply. Sneak and snipe doesn't apply, but opportunity will, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because the opportunity attackers, they have such good eyes, they can see through the fog. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
They're creeping.
You know?
The bigger thing that annoys me is that sneak and snipe will actually trump opportunity. So like when you get the sneak rule set,
right,
and you play opportunity cards, it's like no, don't go after the back line. You've got this great opportunity ability. Use it.
Yeah, I wonder why the team went that way, because in my mind, opportunity is better than sneak or snipe. So in my mind, opportunity should take priority over those two skills. So I'm wondering if
Right.
who designed that or why. I don't know if that was like a Matt OG decision a while ago, but
yeah, I would agree. But it may have just been something that was random how it was coded. They never thought about it, and then it's just how it ended up being. I don't know.
Too late to change now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got a couple more matches, then we might take a little standings break. And Bulldog, if you want to come up with a quiz question, either about yourself, your stream, whatever you want to do, we'll give another pack out. But let's first go to another match. This one's going to be our boy Suitcase, taking on Golden Skeeter, both using Obsidian here in a back to basics. We were just talking about it here. Now we're seeing it. So who's taking the dub here?
Oh, man, similar strategies here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Suitcase. The order of both of these I'm a little surprised by.
What would you have done differently here?
So like for example on the bottom, having that Perryton in the second spot instead of the Centauri Mage seems like an interesting choice. Now you could get some dodge to make it a better second tank, but you've got a lot more health for the same amount of attack. It feels like those two I would have reversed.
Yeah, I agree. I think that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Especially because back to basics, you should assume that they're going to use a lot of magic damage because that's the most powerful thing, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think everyone's saying bottom except Ultimate Crypto Gaming says I'll go top. Shrug. So not a confident one.
I actually said top. I think top really.
Okay, going out on a limb. What's the reason in here?
I just think War Chain's got more. It's got more health. I just think it's going to outlast.
Okay. Well, we're a little split here, so let's play it out. See if Suitcase can go ahead and grab this win. That Nectar Queen getting a 4 damage hit as well. That's pretty huge.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, I think so. Like War Chang and your Centauri Mage are the same mana, I believe. So you get more health with Centauri Mage.
Yeah.
More attack, depending on where it's at, plus more speed. So those kind of, when you compare those 7 mana cards, it comes out ahead there.
Yeah, going down there, and I think from there, it's hard to get through all that health now.
Yeah, it is.
And from there, it looks like Suitcase is grabbing the win there. Good job there. It's hard to. I want to know how to actually pronounce their name. So if anyone knows who this is, because they put it Siut case. I'm like Suitcase.
Well, I can't look at the name without seeing the I as an L. So.
Well, yeah, that one has actually been accidentally put on stream before. Not by me, but someone has mistaken that I for an L before, and it did not go well.
I'm pretty sure Agrod's actually pronounced it that way during some of the
really?
tournaments.
Oh man, Agrod gonna get canceled? Come on, Aggie, don't get yourself canceled there. Oh man. All right. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Suitcase there needing a couple more wins to try to squeak into the top 32 today. They are sitting out of the top 16 at 25th right now. So unfortunately, I don't know if they're gonna sneak into the top 16 with that loss today, but they still have one more week next week, so should be fairly interesting. We got another big matchup coming in, so let's take a look. Zombie 569, remember they're trying to go on their undefeated run day 2, maybe even sneak into the top 5, top 1 even still possible here. And then again taking on Zensports here. So Kelia versus the Anrak here. What are you guys thinking as the rule set is poison battle?
Ooh.
A lot of similar cards here.
Yeah.
So yeah, almost exactly identical.
Bottom's got the cleanse though. I mean, but that reach card, the dragon reach card up there, the Manicore, that's a strong card. So
yeah, I'm thinking that extra damage
from up top.
I just don't know how it's gonna time, and then, but yeah, no, I'm thinking the extra damage from up top with the mana core.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But then the speed,
even with the cleanse on Sea Monster.
Yeah, I think it'll do enough damage.
Oh, I didn't. I completely missed the rule set.
Oh yeah, that poison's pretty big
They
deal.
got to cleanse, yeah.
Well, and then the speed too could be so big. Same cards but being faster. Yeah, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change and say zombie.
Okay. I think a lot of people are saying zombie as well. I mean, yeah, that cleanse on the Sea Monster getting 3
Cleanse
heal
is definitely
and no
going to
poison.
help you.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not seeing something from the top, but I think you guys are right here. Okay, I guess that one can't even miss. So there we go. They're nerfed to 2 damage.
Being able to cleanse that half too.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I mean, having a cleanse for poison battles either at bronze and silver, it's either you gotta get the cleanse in there or you gotta get the immunity monsters in. Fairly close with that extra speed though, and the cleanse on the as you said, Bulldog. I forgot cleanse can actually work on the alchemist too, right? So that's a lot of damage it recovers.
Oh yeah, big difference.
Yeah, that cleanse sealed it.
See, there you go. We're talking about a legendary summoner with cleanse for your whole team. We got to see it. It's powerful.
Hey, I'm interested in these legendary summoners, man. I'm really amped about it. My guild's designing one of them, and I'm just Team Possible
that's really
Diamond.
cool.
I don't know what number we got, but they're designing one of them. It was in like a pool, and I'm pretty excited about all of them though, because I mean, you know how live Llama and Kitty and Yoda is, so you know,
That's
and some
super
of these
exciting.
Chaos cards has been like they've been live, so I think these legendary summoners are going to be something.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome. And you know, if you want to, I'm sure Bulldog would love a Darth Squirrel, right?
Oh man,
Yes.
I talked to Bulldog. Like I was going to when it first happened. Remember we was going to do the pool. I told you I was all in on that for you. I'd love to see Darth Squirrel as a card. That'd be live.
Yeah, I was wanting to form one of these pools, and then once the vouchers were like $20, it's like I can't go around advertising and recruiting people for my pool while at the same time I'm holding off and not spending anything and selling all my vouchers. I waited till phase 2 and phase 3 to buy my packs. So,
Well, maybe next time. Maybe next year is probably the next time they would do that again.
After I get that income from my 3 tracks, we'll try for the next set.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I mean, what do you guys think about having these people design the legendary summoners? I mean, from what I can tell, it sounds more like the name and the art. They don't necessarily get to pick the stats, right?
Yeah, they don't get to do the stats. I don't think. I think they have some say in it, but I don't think they're the deciding factor in that.
Right. Yeah. The stats are. I mean, there can be a little bit of influence there, and kind of talk about the character and what type of thing they want to see from that, and they'll kind of try and build it for that. But yeah, it's not. You don't get to just say, I want these stats on the card and that type of thing.
I want
That'll
plus
like
3 attack,
Aggie and
plus 3
Yabba
magic, plus 3 shield, cleanse, poison. Just give me all the abilities on it.
I'm interested in if they're going to have any new abilities.
Oh yeah,
Because they've been introducing new abilities. Like we've got a Bloodlust card in the game, you know. So,
please don't give us a legendary summoner with Bloodlust to all monsters. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that'd be too much power, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially think about if you're putting Bloodlust onto magic damage and they're all getting it, and you just blast people apart, stack up your magic damage more and more. That sounds brutal to go against.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, because it wouldn't be your whole team increasing by one. It'd just be that one specific card.
Maybe like the
That
tank.
gets the kill.
The tank, yeah, like a tank.
I mean, I don't know. It's obviously powerful, but I mean, heck, we've got Jotun with +1 range and blast and health. I mean, like, it's not like we don't have some ridiculously powered cards.
That's
We do.
fair.
Yeah. It depends on how much mana you're using too. Like, are these going to be? A lot of people think these are going to be 6 mana summoners, which makes sense because 2 through 7, that's the one gap we have is 6. There's no 6 mana summoners.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Could they make them like stronger than our untamed summoners and go 9 mana or something like that? Like, I'd love to see it
Depending
going
on
up
the
like
abilities. Yeah, depending on the abilities, maybe it'd be worth it. Because if it's got more abilities than Llama or Kitty, it would have to be more than 7, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be
one-
very interesting.
One thing that'd be interesting about the 9 mana, if you have the 9 mana, or I'd say 9, but whatever it ends up being that's higher. A lot of people complain about some of these, like in bronze or whatever, where you have these really powerful cards. It'd be hard to use a 9 mana summoner in bronze where you're usually seeing 15 to 20 mana or something like that.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be quite as powerful down there in those low mana matches.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even some of the 7 mana, like, yeah, we know Jotun and Llama are way overpowered and overtuned, but using Chancius even in bronze doesn't feel worth it most like 95% of the battles because it's just so much mana.
Yeah, you can't get enough cards in there to really make it, effective.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the standings before we take a break. And Bulldog, if you have a quiz question, we'll do that here in a second. But I just want to update us with some interesting things as we have an hour left in the tournament. I'm seeing Game Boy Ali, who's been on this stream as well. So Ali's starting to put in all their matches here. So we'll get to root on Ali here in the last hour. Well, let's look at some changes. Zombie, we've been watching Zombie a lot. They're now 23-3. So 1 match to go. They could tie for first at this point. That's pretty exciting. Let's see. Esquo moving down into 6th, Shampoo in 7th. And then most of these are roughly the same. Super Cow now in 13th. Rory is in 17th and Fadua in 16th. Both players looking to secure their top 16. So it's coming down here to the clutch time for some of these players here. Lord Flew in 20th. We watched some of their matches. The Force looking to pick up some more circuit points as well. And Lucho Boy in 31st. So a lot of good players still haven't played all their matches from what I can tell. And we'll see if Ali here trying to make that top 16. Oh, sorry, Zerg. Zerg 62nd, not doing too hot today. Let's see where Ali is as he tries to make that last hour run. Because I know Ali had a really good first day. And if he can finish top 8 today, it might be enough to push him into that top 16 circuit points. So right now, 13-3. If he can run the table, has a chance definitely into that top 8. So we'll be rooting on our boy Ali here in the last hour and see what happens there. That's going to be really exciting to watch. But right now, before we take a break, we got a quiz question. Bulldog, best quiz question ever designed, I'm sure. So let me pull up all the chats. It's going to go across Twitch, Theta, and YouTube. I see Ali in the chat right now on Twitch. So GG's, Ali. Good job of what you're doing today. We're going to watch all 3 chats. Whoever gets the answer first is going to get a Chaos Legion pack given away. So, Bulldog, take it away. What's the quiz question?
I don't know if I can live up to the hype of best quiz question answer.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
But we'll see. We'll see if anybody out there watches my streams at all. So I have one card that is my favorite card that I have called my baby. It is the only max level alpha card that I have. What is it?
Ooh. All right, we're looking for max level alpha card.
I don't even know that.
AKA Bulldog's baby. Is that going to be the new nickname for this card? Like, Bam Bam. We got Bulldog's baby.
Bam Bam and BB.
Someone says Big Bam. Someone says Alric, Lord of Darkness. I
sent you the answer in
Okay, so it is Lord of Darkness, and it was real close. I was watching the Twitch chat and I was watching the YouTube chat at the same time. This time, just barely, it was Albie winning another quiz question. Holy cow. Both Ecto X and Albie have already won one, and it was like literally a second apart between those two again. So I don't know what you guys been eating this morning, like what kind of like Wheaties you're eating, but apparently you know all these answers. A lot of people got it though, so is that something you talk about a lot, Bulldog?
Yeah, I use that card. I do use that card a lot. It's I don't normally collect alpha cards, but when I went to buy a max version of that card, it just happened that the alpha card was cheaper than the beta card at the time. So because there was a max one available, I think beta, like I would have had to buy a bunch of level 1s, and instead somebody was selling a level 4 alpha, so I scooped it up, and I'm definitely glad I did, because I wouldn't be getting it now.
It's a strong card in higher levels.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. GG's. Albie, if you want to send me your IGN, I know you sent it earlier, but we'll give you another pack. It's only fair. You know, a lot of people say, hey, like, Nightbot, you know, it's just complete random, but, you know, if you're good at quiz questions, you might just win, like Albie, multiple packs. So, GG's to Albie. Go ahead and send me your IGN. We'll send you another pack during the break. So, another gold foil legendary coming your way. I can feel it. I know I say that all the time, but one of these times it's gonna be true. One of these times it has to be true, right?
If he pulls 2 gold foil legendaries from the 2 packs, I think he needs to tip you on that one.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I've been gifted a gold foil legendary. I've never opened a gold foil legendary, so you know, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty exciting. But Bulldog, I know you got to get going. Anything you want to shout out before you take off?
Oh, not necessarily. I love seeing all these tournaments, all the streamers coming. So it's great. We're having a great time. I guess I'll say one thing. I have the last few days we have made some changes on Reddit to make Reddit a little more user friendly, getting rid of a lot of the spam on there and trying to have some good discussions. So if you guys have Reddit accounts, come by Reddit and participate in some discussion there. We'd love to have you.
Sweet. And the person that participates the most gets a gold foil legendary from Bulldog?
I don't know. I guess I do have a few. I do have a few now that I haven't sold with Chaos, but no, I don't think I have the. I don't think Splinterlands has given me that type of marketing budget to work with.
Well, I'm sorry. I just love making promises for other streamers, and you know, when it doesn't. Like I convinced Stever that he has to do a rap battle when he hits 4K subs. So we'll see if he ends up doing that or not.
All right, we'll a rap battle with Waka. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to take on Waka. I'm ready to fail miserably and look like a fool. It sounds great.
It would still be live though. You know what I mean? It'd still be live.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Bulldog. Really appreciate what you're doing for the Splinterlands community, both with your videos.
Absolutely.
Community management now. You have done a lot for this game, and I just appreciate you taking the time today. So Crypto Crazy will be here on the other side of the break. We're going to bring in another guest, so we'll see you guys in 5 minutes, and we will be right back.
Sports betting is stuck in the dark ages. Traditional bookmakers come with high betting fees, slow deposits and withdrawals, outdated technologies, and no loyalty or rewards programs for your play. All of this leads to a frustrating and one-sided experience for betting on sports. Thankfully, there's a better way. Introducing Zensports, a peer-to-peer sports betting marketplace that allows you to create and accept sports bets with anyone else in the world, without the need for a bookmaker. Our marketplace is fully transparent, trustworthy, easy, and fun for betting on sports. In addition, Zensports uses cryptocurrencies and its own utility token called Sports, which you can use to place bets as well as earn bonuses, rewards, and other perks. Zensports makes sports betting fun, secure, and more rewarding than ever. What are you waiting for? Download the Zensports app today at zensports.com.
All right.
Hey, you're Jim Morgan, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, I forgot to change your name. This is the new Bulldog, everybody. If you
Hey
didn't
guys,
know,
I'm Bulldog 1205.
Bulldog, when did you grow a beard? How did you do that so fast?
Look at the beard.
You know, at first I didn't really like it, but then it grew on me.
Ah.
I'll see myself out. Take it.
Man, 5-minute break and Bulldog comes back with a nice little beard and a full set of hair. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, welcome back. Third and final time today's stream. We have an hour left in this tournament. This is where clutch time comes in. So, Bulldog stepping off, but we got, of course, the lovely Jim Morgan. Jim Morgan, how you doing today?
Doing pretty well. You know, had a pretty good day so far. Enjoying the stream. You know, everyone does a good job on here.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you jumping in. I think this is your third time casting, I want to say.
Is it? I think so.
I think so, maybe. Yeah, I think it's got to be at least 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
All
so.
right. Well, are you guys excited to jump into some more matches here? This is going to be a fame or shame. This one was a notification that I just received that someone was competing against me. So this is fame or shame, and I literally don't even know. Like, usually, you know, as a streamer, I know who wins. But this time around, I have no clue if I win this or if I lose this. This is Amari, which is, again, one of these top players. Amari actually #1 with circuit points, 38 circuit points, winning back-to-back weeks, last week and the week before. So I'm a little bit pooping my pants right now.
I think you got him. I think you got him, Luke.
All right, well, someone's on my side here.
I'm on your side. I think you got enough damage to get him.
I don't know.
Luke, I don't think you got this.
No? I mean, the Mylord Thorns are obsolete because we have no
Jim, get
melee
off the
down
stream. Get off the stream.
Oh,
why did we get
bye.
you here?
So this is why I don't think so, right? The blast coming in. The mages are going to be doing the main attack against Grund. It's going to then be splashing onto the summoner back there. They're going to take a little bit of damage, and turn 1, they're not killing the Grund as well.
Yeah. No,
Turn 1, as long as the Grund hits, he's going to kill.
That's what I was going to say. The speed might make a dodge.
Yeah. It's going to kill the first one along with killing the summoner.
Yeah. Well,
And
I
then
think as I look at this,
go
I think you're right, Jim.
Plus, then we go off of 6 damage, and let's say the what's his name, the scattershot guy. Say the scattershot guy doesn't hit Grund with anything, right? 6 damage before the heal. If you kill the Parryton first turn, then it goes to 4 damage. The 6 plus the 10, or 6 plus the 4 goes to 10. You still have 1 life left over.
Oh man, I'm so nervous because I think you're right. I mean, there's maybe a world where we can get 2 misses in the beginning. It is 55% chance miss, right, for the Parryton versus the Grund here.
I think the Grund's going to miss the Parryton at least on the first or second swing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to call.
I'm going with Amari.
Okay. I'm almost going with Amari as well.
I'm still down low. I'm still going with you, Luke.
Okay, if Crypto Crazy's got my back, I will believe. I will believe. That's all I needed. I needed someone to believe. So Mitch is also saying bottom. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get incredibly lucky here. We're going to need a lot of misses coming in. He's also got the heal on Grund, which is going to be pretty hard to get through, right?
Yep.
So here we go. There's one.
Miss.
Oh, didn't get the second.
I think that's all you needed was to miss 1, though.
And now the Parryton kills itself.
Yeah, that's true. So we can't get misses these next rounds. But Acid Shooter should take out the Wooden Nymph here, right?
I think you got it.
This is so close. I think we lose.
Luke,
no, we don't.
No.
We don't.
You
we
win,
don't.
Luke.
No, because both of them right there.
Oh, by
man.
default, though.
R.I.P.
Oh, man.
R.I.P.
Hey, that was close, though.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
the fact that, you know, we almost took down the #1 player right now, I feel okay about.
Yeah, you can't be mad about that loss. It's like I tell my son every day, like a loss is a learning experience because then you figure out what beat you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it that way.
Well, as we've said before, Big Bam, I guess, is a little more powered than I give it credit, because I don't find myself using it too often at these lower levels, because it just doesn't have the shield, it doesn't have the void, so it usually just takes so much damage and dies. I don't know, Jim, do you have much success with the Big Bam, as Bulldog says?
Whenever I'd like to use it with what's his name, the Wizard of Westwood.
Mm-hmm. Or
to reduce the armor, or also the Sporcerer to have rust on them as well. That's really the only time I've really liked to use Grund. Or in high mana, where you could also use the Slip Spawn to take a little bit of damage away from it, and you could really just pound them in.
Yeah.
Well, that was at least a close matchup, and I'm okay with losing to Amari. That's fine. We'll take those. Let's check out another matchup, though. We talked about before the break. Game Boy Ali trying to run in this tournament with his last-minute matches and see if he can actually get into the top 16 with these circuit points. Taking on Jose Expedi, I think is how to say their name. This is a poison battle.
Ooh.
Crypto Crazy, who's taking this?
I'm going with the bottom with Game Boy. I think the double tank like that's going to be effective. Plus, it has the cleanse. Well, there's a cleanse up top too. I didn't see the kelp, but I say bottom.
Okay, Jim, counterpoint. Or are you agreeing here?
I think I also got to give it to Game Boy Ali.
Yeah.
Hey,
the only thing I'm worried about is the taunt, right?
The taunt, yeah, but I don't think. I mean, it double tanked, so I think that's.
I
They do have the cleanse. Ali does have the cleanse, though, right?
I was gonna say, not having the cleanse on the on Ali's, was it sea monster?
Mm-hmm,
I think that could also really be bad. But there is 6 damage coming in first. He's gonna heal 3 to put him back to 6. So as long as his stuff doesn't die, which I don't believe it is, and by the second turn, he's going to kill off the sea monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone's saying Ali's going to get the fame here. Let's play it out, see if we are right.
I'm rooting for Game Boy anyway.
Oh, I forgot the Kelp Initiate also has a cleanse at level 3. I didn't know that. I rarely see a Kelp Initiate at level 3, so that might be the key here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the taunt. I didn't see the taunt.
Okay, so Serpent.
I don't think that. I don't know, because.
This is going to be real close. That Deep Lurker is going to die in 2 rounds. Taunt.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to the sea monster not having that poison on him.
Oh no, this is going to be so rough if Ali loses this just barely. I loved his setup too. We all thought he was going to win, but...
I still think he's going to win because he's got... I don't know.
It's the poison. The poison's going to do him in.
Yeah, because the sea monster's still at full health for the other team.
Oh, I mean, is it possible if a draw?
No.
No, because they got the poison.
6 damage every turn.
Yep. Dang.
Oh, man.
Ali, R.I.P. to Ali. That's so sad. It was so close.
Yeah, it was, man.
I mean,
I hate them last minute loses like that.
Yeah. I actually did not know Kelp Initiate had a cleanse and leveled up because I rarely see that card leveled up. I don't know if you guys often use it or not.
I didn't know for the longest time that it did, and I honestly don't use it like that. I've never used it like that. I used a level 1 for low mana battles when I was back in silver and bronze and stuff, but no, like I play in gold now, like gold 3-1, and you don't see Kelp Initiate much.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful at the bronze silver level because for 2 mana getting 5 health tank is pretty nice, especially with that speed can be very important. But yeah, the fact that it had a level 3 Kelp Initiate, which again rarely ever seen in this space, that allows it, you know, instead of having the 4 mana for the the River Nymph for the magic damage and the cleanse, they could get a cleanse for 2 mana. I think that really made a difference there.
Yeah.
Feel bad for Ali, but it is what it is. They went against a tough opponent there. Let's check out another match. This is going to be Amari, the #1 circuit point holder as of today, taking on Crypto Dollar Bill. That's got a ring to it there. No range attack, Silent Summoner, and 20 mana. Jim, I'll start with you this time. Who's taking this one?
I think Amari is going to get it. I think that Affliction is going to come in clutch. And not to mention the Thorns coming in from the Jin.
Yeah.
I think it's going to put in a little bit of work.
Crypto Crazy? Anything else that you would want to throw out as a reason why or why not?
I think the bottom's going to take it. It's reducing speed and it's got the sneak. I think the sneak's going to take their wood nymph out like immediately. I think I would have put the sneak card where the wood nymph is on the bottom with Crypto Dollar Bill. I would have had the wood nymph back more so it wouldn't end up in the second position going to tank next, but I think the bottom's going to take it.
Yeah, it's interesting the bottom did a double sneak block. I think that's what they were really afraid of versus putting something in front of the wood nymph. I think it really is going to come down to, does that Affliction land in the first round or two, right? If it doesn't, Unicorn can stay alive for a really long time.
Yeah.
But
I
let's
think
try
it
it
really
out.
has 2 turns.
2 turns to get an Affliction. Those are decent odds, 50% chance each round. So let's play it out.
Yep. See,
Oh, round 1. Oh my gosh, that's painful. I don't think they can win from there, can they?
I mean,
If
he
Chihuahua
takes
misses,
out that heal, and if it's a miss,
the chicken will win. Someone said in chat. All right, there's the Unicorn from there. I don't think they're gonna have enough damage left. I think you're right, Crypto Crazy. If they had replaced the wood nymph with a chicken in the front, maybe they could have had.
Yeah, I would have staggered the meat shields. Yeah, like you were saying.
Yep. Unless the chicken can get a win with no attack damage.
Chicken kill.
All right, Amari picking up the win. You were right all along, Jim. Why did we ever doubt Amari?
Can't doubt him.
I don't know.
To be fair, he is 16-9-1 today. So after winning 2 weeks in a row, he's fallen off a little bit. All right, let's do another game. A fame or shame with our boy Game Boy Ali. Fame or shame for the game.
Ooh.
All right, Ali rocking that Mylor versus Godzilla, who's also been on stream a couple weeks ago.
This is going to be a good match.
So let's see, Divine Protection versus Mylor Thorns. We got the cube in here. Who do you guys think is going to win this one?
I think it's top. I don't know. I have no idea. It's not top. I just noticed the poison. I'm like, all right, it's going to be Game Boy Ali.
Yeah,
I love how you went from top. Actually, no, it's not top.
I think
within like 5 seconds.
The cube's what's going to make the difference in this one.
Cube pretty important. Yeah, especially with the Thorns, right? Because Zenith Monk both having a heal would have been a difference maker. But with Thorns, the Zenith Monk is going to be taking more damage, right?
Yep.
Musik says, I'm sure Chicken will win this one. Yeah, I agree. A team with Chicken will win this game for sure. All right, let's play it out. But I think we're pretty confident Ali getting some fame here. Oh, they got a cleanse on the chicken, actually.
The chicken.
That would have been
the chicken.
huge.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the archer back there.
Yeah, had cleanse. I forgot about her having cleanse.
Wow.
It actually would have been a 50-50 tie if they didn't cleanse the chicken.
Yeah.
Wait.
I still think
it's still going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the Thorns, though, either way. Because now they're just going to heal literally for like 5 rounds. So let's speed the sucker up.
I'm just going to go fatigue and...
So Thorns
round
versus
20.
Divine Protection. That's so funny. Oh, there's the thorn damage.
Yeah.
Just enough healing though. Oh, I think the thorns is gonna do it, right? Oh, the heal first. I don't think it would have mattered actually, but that was dang close.
He needed that win.
Oh yeah, because he was taking 5 damage every turn. 2 from thorns, 2 from poison, and then 1 from the Zenith Monk.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of those matches we could have watched for probably an hour if we slowed it down. It was like just 6 rounds of nothing because of the cleanse on the chicken. That was kind of a
like the
goofy
Llama
one.
Last Stand matches and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Ali now there. Let's see, what place is Ali? Can he keep winning? 29th place there with I think 6 more matches to go. So definitely can get to top 16. If they can get to that top 8, if they knock me out of the top 8, Ali, I believe in you. Knock me out of the top 8. This one time it's gonna be okay. You're gonna have to run the table to do it, but I believe. You're gonna need those points there. So. Yeah, Jim, we've been talking today. We didn't hear your opinion on it yet, so we'll take a short minute while other matches come in here. What are your thoughts on the Great Waka Flocka?
I think it's a great card. I also think once they sell out, that thing's going to easily be like $5,000.
It's out of price range for a lot of people.
If we're talking about, which I like to do, think about the card in terms of the airdrop points, right?
Right.
Per dollar, if we're talking about if he's about $2,000, he's like 17 collection power per dollar, something along those lines, which isn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
I think the money
Chaos
could be
Legion
better
packs,
spent.
the packs themselves give you 75.
Right.
So, there's a huge difference in that.
Yeah. I mean, are you still feeling the I'm going to go get it and flip it, or is your strategy changed?
I do really think going to get one and flipping it is a decent, for me. This is not for other people.
Not financial advice, hashtag.
Yeah. I think doing it for me wouldn't be a terrible idea, and then turning around like that money and then putting it into packs for a future investment is what I would do.
That's a very smart plan, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. If you want to gift one to me as well, that would be nice. So wink, wink.
And then who knows? If it's a gold, I'm set, right?
In there.
There you go. You're set for life. You can retire.
So is that how they're doing it? Like when you buy it, you have a random chance of it being gold or not?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't under that assumption. What is there, 90 or 100 gold? Not very many.
It's going to be it's 1,000 total, so 4%, 40.
40. Yeah.
40. Oh yeah,
Not many at all. Yeah, if you end up getting the gold Waka, you could probably retire and never have to work a day in your life.
I think it's more of a status card than a playing card. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like if you have a degenerate ape, you know what I mean, or a Bored Ape Yacht Club, like it's a status quo.
Could be.
More than anything.
Well, good luck if you get a gold. You can give me half the profits, Jim. I think that's fair.
I think that's a terrible promise.
I'm going to set this one out.
But for now, let's go into another match. This one we got Furia taking on Faduo, who Faduo is right now sitting at 9th with circuit points, but could fall out of the top 16, I think, if they don't get enough points in this last week or two. So, pretty important matchup here for Faduo. Furia with 1 circuit point. They're going to have to really run the table to try to get that top 16. This one is a blast. Daria versus Kelia. Who you guys picking for this matchup?
Wow. So I really think the opportunity attacker is going to come in clutch here. It's going to break more of the shields, but then again, everything's just hitting for so much damage coming in from the top.
Because it's got Inspire. And Inspire's coming in clutch with that opportunity, reach, and your tank all hitting for melee.
Yeah, the +1 from the Summoner, the Inspire, that's a lot of damage.
I think top.
but that armor doesn't care about that like damage at the start, you know?
Yeah, because none of them has piercing. So
there's blast. I just noticed that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say top.
Yeah, I have to go with top.
I mean, I agree in a sense, but I also really like speed differential for blast, especially if you can get a couple misses or attack first. Sometimes that can be a big enough difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit curious if that Kelia has a lot of speed.
I don't think
as well.
the speed is that much of a problem. Their highest is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like on average, they're sitting at 3.
Yeah.
So
I
either
think the
way, it's
bottom
going to
has
be
a
real
good
close.
chance. Yeah, I think the bottom has a really good chance, but the top's going to take it.
All right, well, let's play it out. It looks like it could be split either way. Let's see how this one actually goes. Axemaster is going to get those first shots off, but obviously they're not going to get through the Sea Monster yet. Sea Monster with 6 damage. If he can get a hit off before dying would be great here.
Crucial. Especially they just took the shield out.
Oh, I don't think... He doesn't get a hit off.
He doesn't get a hit off.
Oh, wow, that's huge. Just that little speed differential.
Yep, and that Demented Shark ain't the greatest tank in a 99 battle. Especially up against that Taurus.
Yeah. So, I think from here it should be pretty obvious. They got a lot of damage still on bottom.
Yeah. Yep. I think you called that one, Luke. You had a good idea on that one.
Well, what can I say? I'm a genius.
You steamed through the fog, my friend.
Awesome. Well, that was a good matchup there for Duo, taking that one in a much-needed win.
Cool.
Absolutely.
I think, let's see where Faduo is at in the tournament today. I don't know. Right now, 13th with that win and one more match to go. So perhaps could sneak in the top 12 maybe, but probably going to finish with another 3 circuit points. Hopefully they don't fall behind 16th place. If not, they're only going to be grabbing the 1 point. So pretty dang close there. But we got some more matches coming in. And of course, we've been tracking this storyline all hour long. So might as well keep tracking it. It's our boy, Game Boy Ali. Again, this time taking on Splinterlands RU. So I'm assuming this might be, what is this? Not back
Russia?
to basics. Oh, it's no melee. That makes sense.
That Splinterlands RU plays up in Gold League a lot against me. I've faced him in Gold a lot.
Wow. So we can see he's got a lot of gold too.
Yeah, that's what
no
I'm saying.
kidding.
So,
Weird
he's
flex,
definitely-
but okay.
Do you think it's? I don't think it's going to take it though. I don't think the Gold has it. I think the bottom has it.
So both have a lot of magic damage coming in, right? They got the heals on
Absolutely.
top, but they also have heals on bottom plus cube.
Yeah, I think they flexed with the Gold, but it was the wrong choice.
Wow, this one looks, it's so similar, right? It's so similar. But I also like the armor coming in from the top lane as well. Why do I
And it's
keep
got
saying lane?
demoralized, but there ain't no melees.
Yeah.
The Onyx, though, with the shielding is going to nerf a lot of that range damage on top, and if it can heal maybe
right.
before it can get killed, that could be a big difference there.
It doesn't heal before
4,
the 6
5.
damage comes in.
No, it doesn't. I don't
Well, it has
think
7
so.
health.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, because the buff. But
I think the
close.
bottom still.
All right, chat saying bottom. Anyone else? Anyone going for shame for Ali? Jim, are you confident in the fame?
no, I think we have to give him fame here. I think it's fame.
yeah.
There's so much magic damage coming in.
All right, well, Faded Glory saying top, so we're a little bit split here.
Oh wait, no, we forgot about the oppress coming from that one attacker, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't fully load it in. So it looks like their tank could get a little more health here. Are they going to be able to kill it off, though? They are.
Yep.
Can they heal
Yeah.
Cube? If Cube gets a heal, that could be really big here.
Yeah, it'll get.
Well, it got the heal and it got a
It's hitting
scavenge
for
right there.
6. It's hitting for so much.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's coming down just to the last magic attackers. That heal is going to be pretty clutch. This card right here, what is it called? The Lunarchy? Lunacari?
Yeah, that's Lunacari, I believe.
That might be the difference maker here. Let's try. And yeah, the range attackers are going to fall to first. I think he has it.
Yeah, Ollie got it. Good stuff.
Good.
I mean, it was super close.
Those teams were scary, honestly.
That was yeah. And me personally, that's my worst splinter. Life. I don't like it. I don't like to play it. And I mean, I like some of the cards in it, but I'm not good with life battles.
Yeah, I mean that's I've learned a little bit from this tournament how to use General Sloan, but I feel like mostly that's probably one of my least pick. I don't know about you, Jim. Is life? I mean, I like the Lorna Shine strat for bronze, but up in silver and gold, I just don't have enough good cards, I feel like, for it.
I really like playing General Sloan. Like, range does a lot of damage, but it's hard to build around, you know? Because once they get into the melee range, they're not attacking.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
the thing with General Sloan is you can't just play him with chaos cards. There's not enough just chaos cards. You got to have untamed and dice cards to go with him, like the Lone Boatman, for example. That's a really good card to play with General Sloan.
Yeah. The repair coming out from that guy, I think in silver. Yeah, in silver.
Yeah, and then you can use Scabo Hireling too and do a double repair. So
yeah, can be pretty dang powerful. Well, let's get another match. This one's going to be a double fame or shame, potentially if they're still here. This time, Ali again now taking on the Tough Stuff, the second highest circuit point holder, and I think after today is going to finally be in first. So this is Ali's biggest matchup probably of all time. So what are you guys thinking?
Man.
Ali taking the Mylor with Enrage and Earthquake rule set. The Tough Stuff this time going pretty heavy magic damage.
Yeah, and the Mylor's kind of obsolete because there's no melee. I don't know.
So at first, right, I'd be like, Ali, I don't think is going to win this. Man, that is difficult.
He's got 3 tanks, though. 3 big tanks.
I just don't think it's enough.
Yeah, me neither, honestly, because of the magic damage. As much as I want to see Game Boy win.
There is Earthquake, though. Does that change your guys' mind? Because those two of the magic damage dealers for the Tough Stuff is going to get hit pretty hard by those Earthquakes.
Right, and 2 of Ollie's is flying.
Yeah, but even then, like, who do they have attacking? They have, Ali just has his 2 last row people.
Yeah.
And they're going to be attacking the slip spawn for 5 damage.
So that's at least 3 rounds. Well, no, because of Earthquake.
Yeah, plus Earthquake.
Yeah, so 2 rounds.
But then he himself dies on the 3rd round. Yeah, I just...
Everyone going to Tough Stuff?
Game Boy.
You're going with Game Boy, okay.
Yeah,
just because you like...
Well, no, because I think them 2 flying tanks are going to make a difference.
Okay.
The Nectar Queen and Mercenary, I think he had the right idea here.
If we're looking in terms of 3 rounds, they're obviously going to instantly kill the chicken. They're also going to then kill his 8 HP tank. Because look at how much magic damage, or even the range attacker coming in.
4's range, and then you got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. You're right. That is 11 damage.
I mean, the only flying for the Tough Stuff, though, is the Mercenary and the Periton. Right. The Mercenary is going to be taking Thorn damage as well each turn because of Mylor. So, I don't know. It's going to be real spicy. So, it looks like we're kind of in a 50-50 split for who's getting
I'm going to give it to Tough Stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's play. I'm excited. This one, I'm actually really excited to see what happens. We also didn't talk much about the Enrage. We'll see if we'll get a big Enrage hit off as well on one of these players. That could be changing the tide of something. Oh, that hitting. See, like there, 5 damage.
That hit him hard.
He could be, he could be taking a death next round. I guess in 2 rounds here. Slip spawn dies. Okay, as you said, it's down to the Nectar Queen. Does get a hit on the Nectar Queen.
Enraged. Took him out.
The heal, though? Oh, man, this is so exciting. This is going to be so close. Oh, shoot. Okay.
That snare?
Oh, if the snare landed on the Perryton instead, that would have been amazing. Oh, that hit, though. Can he get another hit? He's got to hit this next round or it's GG's, right? I guess he has two chances. 2 chances to hit.
I don't think...
Oh, that landed! That was a 60% miss!
Let's go!
Well, they both have flying, so that was...
Yeah,
there's still a 6-speed differential, though, because the Perryton was enraged. So a 60% chance to lose.
I was correct.
Statistically, you was correct, but...
Jim, it doesn't matter if you're statistically correct. You gotta feel in your heart. It's not just about math. It's about brain and the heart. Come on.
No. Math is the language of the universe, okay? I am correct here.
It's the algorithm. Life is an algorithm.
Well, with that win, Ali still remains 18-5, which means right now they're in 17th place and can move all the way up tied for 4th. So, Ali trying to clutch it out. This would be huge.
Go,
especially a top 8 finish would, I think, potentially push them into the top 16 circuit points within the last 2 weeks. So, those are going to be some big matches coming up. That was a huge win there. Whew.
Me and Ali has talked about putting a strategy video out later this week. It'll probably be out Friday. We're going to do it like Wednesday and have it out by like Friday. We was talking about doing a collab video.
Oh, that would be super fun. Like a one on tournament strategy or something else?
We was just going to talk like abilities and strategy in the meta. You know, shoot a couple games and stuff. Just talk strategy and stuff. He's been wanting to do a strategy video, and I was too. And you know, he's a lot bigger streamer than me, so he said he'd like to get on with me, you know, and kind of help boost me up.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, Ali's always killing it on Twitch. I showed up for his...
so hype, man. I just love watching his stuff because he is so turned. You know, he gets excited, man.
I know.
It's great when he does.
I want to get him back on for maybe the final of this tournament. He might be playing in it, though, so he might not be able to cast. We'll see, but... Ali always hype here. It's always so much fun watching Ali.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get another matchup going. We got Suitcase taking on Furia this time around. Looks like it's an equalizer battle of all have 11 health here. Yes, it is. And aim true, so no misses possible. I think I know who I think is going to win already, but maybe you guys have a different opinion.
All right. As long as we're all in agreement that bottom is going to win.
No way.
But what about the magic reflect on top? Come on. Come on, Jim.
Yeah, look at all that HP.
Crazy, what are you thinking? Is Suitcase going to win this one on bot? Or you think it's top? Okay, give us your reason.
I think it's top. That magic reflect, I mean, they're going to kill themselves.
But
you know what I mean? Like, they get an attack. Yeah, but see, like, with that summoner, they get to do all their damage and shoot damage back at them. So it's like they get double the turns.
But they're not doing any damage to the Mustang besides the range attackers.
Doing damage.
You're right. The Mustang's going to be hard to take out. But them are 2 strong range tanks in the back doing 3 and 3, or is it 4 and 3?
They have double heal as well on the Mustang?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't. You know what? I don't know.
I feel like they use... Yeah, I feel like the Mushroom Seer on bottom nerfing their magic damage on top is enough to change it around, because Unicorn's going to heal, what is that, 5 or... No, it's going to heal 6 each round. It's not going to be able to be killed. Yeah. There is an Affliction. I'm wrong, though. There's the Affliction on top of the Grim Reaper. So if that lands...
Yeah. True.
Another thing is that rewards card, like, it gets... points every time it hits, so I've seen them go on an 11 mana, like he might end up with like 16 17 mana,
but he does have to do the damage, and on the Unicorn
you're right he can't
so I think if Grim Reaper gets an Affliction round 1, there's a hope, but if not, maybe Suitcase takes this one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So hard though. The double heals plus equalizer is so OP because you can get all these monsters just getting massive heals. So, unless Furia somehow lands Affliction after Affliction, I don't think it's going to be possible. But let's play it out. Let's see that magic reflect. I kind of, with the Magic Reflect, I would have rather seen something like the Riftwing.
He got the affliction. He got the affliction.
Okay, that was
there was
huge.
no heals going off as well. Because
that
they're
might
all
be
slow.
Creeping Ooze already dead, though. They just don't have any Void. If they put a Bone Golem or something on top, that might have been a difference.
I think they didn't take. They should have had a better tank. You're right. 100% there.
Okay, it's getting a little
And now
dicey.
they're going to get off a heal.
Yeah, now without Mustang, it's a different story.
Yep. I mean, the Magic Reflect is nice to whittle them down, but they have so much health with that Equalizer.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's all focused versus the AoE.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Magic Reflect in this situation isn't as good as the Thaddeus because of the Equalizer. I feel like Magic Reflect is only good when you're going against Magic that has, like, 1 or 2 HP and you can kill them off quickly with the Reflect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like Thaddeus
one or
better.
2 damage every turn.
Yeah, I just don't...
Now he's dead, and now one of those guys can't even attack.
Yeah, especially with the heals, they don't have any affliction, so that should be GG. We can skip ahead there, and Suit Case getting the win there.
That was
an interesting one though to analyze.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Well, let's play one more match and maybe look at the standings here. We got only 15 minutes left in this tournament, so it's actually coming down to the wire here. We got another Game Boy Alley. I feel bad for Game Boy Alley because not only did he have to take on the tough stuff, he had to take on Schwarzschild, the constant #1 bronze leaderboard player. So, this is not going to be an easy matchup here. Let me make sure I got all the buffs and debuffs. I think we're good there. Yep, okay. One shot from the Axemaster there. But besides that, ranged attack can go into first place. So, who are you guys thinking? Alley? Is Alley going to be able to get a win here? Or is Schwarzschild going to get the glory?
Oh, man.
The double heal's really nice.
Yeah.
But that
Halfling Alchemist, though, if it hits the sea monster, then
it's going to go to 2, deal 1
and then
damage.
You got shield up
3.
against Lobsterdamus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
when the halving happens, he's only going to be dealing 3 damage every turn.
It's not enough, is it?
To the lobster.
Yeah,
No, it would be 2, because if the halfling hits him, it goes to what? 2 from 4 to 2, right?
Well, the Axemaster gets the double strike.
Yeah,
so
I'm also
3
meaning
total.
the Axemaster.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Oh, man. And then I think the double heal could potentially, because it's 4, 5,
6
7,
heals.
8 damage.
Yeah.
8 damage coming from top.
6 heals per round, but it's going to take so long to get through the lobster that I don't see the sea monster surviving.
Well, no, I'm going to say bottom might have it. Game Boy might have it.
It's roughly the same amount of turns to kill now, because then lobster lives with 1 HP after round 4.
Well, let's see if Ali can actually take down the top bronze player. I think most of us are saying Schwarzschild is going to get this, which is not surprising because he is the top bronze player out there.
It's a tough match.
Come on, Ali. I want you to get it. Please.
Yeah.
That lobster's gotten a couple wins for people. I wonder if that's going to be picked up in the meta really here for this tournament. Seems to be doing pretty well.
It's a really strong card. I've ran it a lot, man.
Okay, getting the heals so far. Will it be enough, though? I think he's going to go down here to Axemaster.
Right here, kills him.
But now he dies to Axemaster.
I just don't think Ali has enough damage anymore, though, right?
He doesn't. He doesn't now, I don't believe.
Especially with Grenadier, going to shred through that mermaid. Even with the heal,
and he's still got an Axemaster back there.
That's a lot.
So close, too.
I think it would have been better for them if they did have the Axemaster last, put the chicken above the healer.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Axemaster in front of the healer.
I mean, I'm sure they're thinking about a sneak attack block. That's something that you always want to try to cover. But unfortunate there, Ali not being able to take down Schwarzschild, but that's no surprise. One of the toughest opponents in this tournament. consistently at the top. And if we go to our circuit points, you can see Schwarzschild number 3 to Tough Stuff number 2. So talk about a tough group for Ali to try to get these circuit points this week.
Yeah.
Doing his best, but that is not easy there. So really interesting, but some other interesting things as we look at the standings here. Albie now in 4th. You can see with that, Albie from those circuit points probably going to move into the top 10 and lock in a top 16 spot. That's going to be really important. KJ Chemical sitting in 5th right now also could lock a potential top 16 spot with 1 week to go. So a lot of players looking for those last second pushes here. I think everyone in the top 5, my guess would be they already secured themselves a spot, but everyone else really trying to push in for those last final circuit points. Faduo sitting in 13th right now. Might be enough for getting 3 more points this week. It's going to be hard to say. Schnapoon picking up another point currently in 17th place right now. And if we flipped over to the standings, it's not looking good for Ali so far with an 18th finish. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It's going to come down to Ali last week. Unless they can win 2 more, I think that might help, but not able to get a top 8 finish anymore, unfortunately. So Ali's going to have to really get a good finish next week. Amari in 22nd, won the last 2 weeks in a row. This week falling off just slightly though, still a good finish. Zaforce in 30th, Haturo just out of the top 32, sad day there. Siut case, we watched some matches in 40th, so tough competition. Vice over here in the Twitch chat often, just going to fall short of another top 32 finish. Furia in 51st, still some matches to play though, so could see them make a big push here at the end. Brave Tofu doesn't look like they're going to get their matches in, so that's unfortunate. They could have had a good run at the top. Also, great name.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jackal Andy. It looks like some players did not submit their matches, so we could potentially see a lot of forfeits here this week. A lot of points to be gifted over to people, I guess.
They were always nice. They buys in the first round and stuff.
I mean, that's my strategy. Try to get into a grouping where everyone forfeits their match and doesn't submit against me. That's my favorite tournament strategy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than have skill, right?
Well, especially in a game like Splinterlands, right?
It requires a little bit of both, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, as you guys have seen these tournaments, I know, Jim, you've been able to cast quite a bit. If we go back to those circuit points here, I know obviously the top 16 isn't finished out, but if, let's say today, this is the players who are going to compete in that final on March 4th, who would you put your money on right now if you could have to pick one player based on how people have done so far over these 6 weeks? Who's your top pick?
You know, I really want Yui to win.
Really? Interesting. Why is that?
You know, because Schwarzschild is is a pretty popular name in the competitive plays, and
He is.
and
Absolutely.
I don't see a whole lot of Yui.
I mean, Yui is one of those top silver leaderboard players. First couple weeks, there's a lot of bot accusation, but we have confirmed that they are a player from Japan,
right.
and Ashley has had conversations, so they're not a complete bot. They are at least at some point having some communication, so I'm interested to see how that happens. But is that your pick?
Yeah, I also just really like his name.
Get that.
I gotta say, even though Amari's at the top right now, I think the tough stuff's going to take them down with a potential 3rd or 2nd place finish here today. I just think the tough stuff has been so consistent in this tournament. It's hard to bet. Obviously, Schwarzschild and Amari could compete just as well as the tough stuff. But if I go back to the circuit points, listen to this. The tough stuff. Week 1, not so hot, a top 32 finish. But week 2 wins. Week 3, a 7th place finish. 4th week, a 3rd place finish. Week 5, a 4th place finish, and this week could potentially win the whole tournament. So you're talking about a guy who's won potentially 2 tournaments, and then what was that, like 4 top 8 finishes? That's just insane to me.
Yeah.
So, a safe bet picking the player that's going to have the most points potentially after this week 6. But
real quick, Luke, did you ever find out what that D stands for?
I think we just said, it stands for the, but it's like the tough stuff. I think that's what we settled on.
Okay.
I don't think they ever revealed it in the chat there. Well, what about you, Crypto Crazy? I know that you haven't seen as many weeks and as many gameplay, but is there strong players that you recognize that you think have a good shot at winning?
I mean, you know, Sports Child, like he said, it's a very popular competitive name in the tournaments and stuff. I seen Albie was, you know, slightly under 10, but you know, he's a really good player. But I don't honestly, like I said, I was really disappointed with the Zensports tournament that I didn't get in it. Not disappointed with it, disappointed I didn't get in it. I played the first 3 weeks and then I had gotten COVID. And between going to school and, you know, doing that and trying to stay up on all that, I ended up falling out. So I haven't really paid a lot of attention to the standings and stuff.
Sure. Well, there's always next season. So don't you worry.
Is there going to be, is that confirmed? There's another one.
It is not
coming?
Confirmed, but there are talks that I'm having because I want to see it happen. I don't know if it will be bronze again or if we'll switch it up. I also want to create some novice tournaments for players that are newer to the game. So we'll see what happens, but I think it's been fun hosting this.
Absolutely. I seen today they put a lot of new tournaments up. You know, there's a lot, and they changed the CP on it and stuff and made it more accessible to people with Chaos Legion cards. They did drop the CP requirements on a lot of tournaments and stuff, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think Weird Beard's been killing it. I know he's new to the team, but I always love. To me on the town hall, I mean, he's just like the best character. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I just love it when he's just talking about the game.
He is taking the esports side of it really serious, and I think that's going to be really good for the game and for growth. Yeah.
I mean, Jim Morgan, do you have a favorite town hall person or Splinterlands team member?
Who's the? I forget her name. Who is the lady that does the dodgy coin?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Waffle Kitty.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Kitty, but I was like, is that
no,
it?
It's Waffle Kitty.
I felt so really bad for her when she lost her voice last week.
Doing ASMR.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's rough.
She does the Digicon stuff.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times. I went to the Digicon things and stuff in the metaverse and stuff. I've been I'm going to school for game design and programming, so I get into the tech side of all of this and stuff. And I play around in some of the metaverses and stuff, and like it's coming. Like Ready Player One is coming. It's about to be real life. Like seriously, mark my words. Like that's what it's going to be like that with VR.
I hope
and
in my lifetime for sure.
In the next 5 years, Jim. In the next 5 years.
All right, then I hope that's in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I always think it's funny that people reference Ready Player One, but it was like it didn't necessarily have the
it
the best ending as far as like metaverse. Like it's not all like happy stuff.
No, I don't necessarily mean like that. I just mean like we're heading to a lot more virtual reality. Like especially with gameplay and Google Glasses and stuff like that, I just feel like we're going more into a wired state. I don't know. How fast we went from flip phones to iPhone 7s. I feel like that's what's about to happen to the game and VR system.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely coming, but we'll save that discussion for maybe after the tournament. We have one more match we need to feature. It's going to end in 2 minutes. So might as well throw out Game Boy Ali playing all his matches last minute. Let's see if we can grab another win. This is going to be a Lost Legendaries, which already happens. So it is Daria taking on the Delwyn Magic team. Who's winning this one?
Wow. This is something else.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage on both sides.
Yeah. I really like Ollie's team.
But that Magic eats it up, though.
But that Magic eats it up.
Eats it up. I hate that, too. But, I mean, he's got melee damage with Daria. So, I mean, the Magic monsters are lower health. Yeah, and the Magic's lower HP. You know? I don't know.
They're going to be forced to the Wave Brood taunt in the back, right, with Game Boy Ali. So at least that will keep the Sea Monster alive. Hopefully I don't think it's going to get 2 shots off with the low speed, though.
I think Game Boy's going to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope he does. That's who I'm putting
Me
my
too.
money on.
Yeah, I think I'm just
all right.
saying that. I'm just rooting for him right now.
As the League of Legends esports says, hopium. We have hopium for Ali
Yeah,
here.
hoping
So,
for him. Yep.
so maybe not good analysis, but we have the hope, and that's all that matters, right?
I think it boiled down to him having more health.
Yeah, that
If
a
he-
little
if he
extra
wins.
health there. Miss
Ooh,
from
that was
Sandworm
big.
too.
And the
Yeah.
heel. And the heel. Yeah.
And
I
this
think
was
from
big.
there it's GG's. I don't think Sea Monster gets another heal with the low speed.
No.
No.
Still somewhat close though. I think that
He's going.
Sandworm missing though for Ali is going to be the real problem. Ah, does get a hit there though.
Because now it would have been dead.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think from here they can win.
Because if it was
Just.
dead, it would be Worm against this guy.
Oh, you're right. That would have been a win. Oh, that feels bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that
Oh man, that was
That was
Crucial.
super close.
it was.
Well, feels bad, but unfortunately, Ali gonna get another loss there. It was close. I think what was that? Sandworm going up against that would have been a 45% miss chance.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a coin flip there.
Yeah.
Never trust in Sandworm. That's what I've been learning.
No, like when I first started, like that was a carry card. You know, like everybody was. It was in the meta, and I never had much luck with it. I mean, it's nice sometimes, but you'll miss.
Sandworm goes to what? 3 speed and silver? But these are bronze, so 2 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never leveled up Sandworm. I've never felt the need to really.
Yeah.
Some cards you just doesn't have any reason to.
I mean, I think in bronze, getting it some extra speed so it doesn't miss as much, because that's its biggest problem, is pretty important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's
I-
kind of
I do-
hard and expensive to level it up unless you rent it.
I will play Sandworm with Kitty in a high mana battle because it's
Sure.
True Strike,
Yep.
and then that one is
Yep.
fire.
Yeah.
He's a keeper.
This is the last seconds of the tournament. It looks like no more matches are coming in, so I think the rest are going to be forfeits. We'll see how the standings shake out with the last little bit of forfeit wins coming in. It's looking like it's going to be real close up at the top. Interested to see if Unit, the Tough Stuff, or Zombie's going to get the win here. See if we can refresh it. And
man.
this is what it comes to. Here we go. Let's take a look at the standings.
Drum roll.
Oh man, all right. In first place, we have the Tough Stuff with his second
Yeah.
win out of these 6
Wow.
weeks. So we have 6 weeks, guys, 6 weeks, 2 wins going to Mark, 2 wins going to Tough Stuff. So there's only 2 other players that have actually won one of these weeks. That's insane to me. So the
Oh,
Tough Stuff,
The fourth.
yeah, wow. Coming in clutch to
Where's
Tough Stuff.
Amari at?
Finally going to get that #1 spot. Zombie moved all the way to second place, only dropping 2 matches today. Unit QM sliding down to third. Albi in fourth. Schwartz in fifth. KJ in sixth, clutching in some circuit points there. So is Worry. Worry with the 7th place finish might get enough circuit points to jump to top 16. We got Escoret in 8th. Shampoo Boy 9th. Me in 10th. Woo! I got a top 10 finish. Let's go.
Yeah, Gus go.
I'm not going to take any circuit points, though, so every player is going to move up 1 spot here. Schnapoon in 11th. Stever in 12th there, so Stever 82, picking up some good wins this week. Faduo in 13th. Let's see, other players I'm recognizing. Super Cow in 18th. Janik in 19th there. MRSK is going to get some more circuit points in 22nd. Ali with the 24th place finish. It's going to need a good win next week to make that top 16. Amari dropped all the way to 28th today. Taco in 31st. Lucho in 32nd. And Haturo, because of me taking myself out of the circuit points, is going to be rounding out the circuit points this week. Vice just off the board, and so is Z-Force. Unfortunate there with those tiebreakers making the difference. Glenn as well, Adcon, just not finishing in the top 32nd today, but still in the top 16. Same thing with Godzeel and Suitcase rounding out the top 50. So this has been a pretty competitive week here, but a lot of players going to be gaining more circuit points, securing the top 16 spots. And I think if you didn't get on the board this week, it's going to make it really hard next week to potentially qualify. So some of these players, like even I guess Blue just forgot to submit their submit their matches. Like really, Blue not in the top is pretty insane. So there we go. Pretty great week. Again, congrats to Tough Stuff taking on another victory. I don't know how do they do it. How do you guys think these players, these two players, Amari and the Tough Stuff, how can they win 2 weeks out of 6 with hundreds and hundreds of players placing in these tournaments? I don't understand.
I think there's a pay to win option. So they're just like handing people DEC.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, right, it's capped at bronze. So really, you can argue maybe at like 200,000 card power above that probably isn't going to make any difference in bronze, right?
Yeah.
No,
They just have a lot of variety, That's what I've noticed really helps, having variety.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Not just one set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Tough Stuff does have, 4 million card power almost, so that's that is definitely helping. And then Amari is only at 120,000 power, so while that is a lot to some, for 2 wins back to back with 120,000 power, that's crazy.
That's skill. You know what I mean? You put a lot of skill into that. Skill or luck, but
Or it's because they're hacking.
Well, Scott says I've only lost to hackers, so
That's why I brought it up.
I believe you, Scott. I believe no one has ever defeated you besides cheaters. That's totally true. 100%.
False. I definitely have beat Scott Bland multiple times.
But are you a hacker, Jim?
I plead the fifth.
All right. Well, I'll give another Chaos Legion pack away. So since Crypto Crazy, you've never been here before, do you want to come up with a quiz question this time, either about yourself or about your channel or something? Do you have something in mind?
No, I don't, man. Not enough people know I am to really do anything about my channel or anything.
Okay,
so.
that's the fun part. Well, let's come up with a question. How about your? I did this. I can't remember who I did this to last week, but
I got it right.
Okay,
yeah, I do.
Take it away. Take it away.
I met anybody that's been watching. I said what my favorite card out of the Chaos series was.
Ooh, okay. So start guessing in the YouTube chat,
probably a couple times.
Twitch chat, Theta chat, any of those chats I'll be watching.
Favorite
Chaos
Discord,
Legion card. Yep.
I'll send it to you in Discord.
If no one gets it right away, we might give some hints. But if you don't know it, then just start guessing it.
I've said it during the stream several times.
Okay. We got a guess on Grum. Both have been guessed. We got Forgotten One.
There it is.
There it is. All right, Albie. No freaking way. Albie was the third pack win of today.
There you go, Albie. I gave that one to you.
Are you kidding me? Like,
all right,
what?
This is rigged. All right, I joked before. It's rigged.
I mean, to be fair,
I said it in the stream a few times.
That's true. To be fair, Albie's been here the entire time, and so Albie's been paying attention.
Right, that's good. You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be. Somebody's been watching, paying attention. My
goodness, Albie, you're gonna have to gift Crypto Crazy and others some cards back if you get anything good. Wow, incredible, and congrats to Albie, and I think Exto got one earlier, so whew, that is freaking amazing there, and GG's there. It's been an amazing tournament, so I just want to shout out Zensports again, providing amazing tournaments. I know they got the Bulldog Bash going on, they got the Rookie League. I mean, they're throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at Splinterlands players, so, I'm just... Yeah, I'm just thankful that, we can be out here and just say thank you to Zensports and just grab that money, if you want to. Go out, get good at these tournaments, and you can grab a lot of cash from Zensports. So
I've been playing a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're in the top 16 and you're watching, you're going to want to hit me up. Make sure you join the Zensports Discord. If you qualify for the top 16, that's where we'll be running the tournament. That's where you'll be needing to register. So if you feel like you're going to finish in the top 16, make sure you talk to me this week. Make sure you're in the Zensports Discord. We'll get you registered and set up. And hopefully you actually do get in the top 16. So some players right on that cusp, you never know, or there might be a couple players out there that if they don't register or contact me in time, we might need some alternates. So even if you're like, man, I probably will finish in like 25th place or 22nd place, you never know how many alternates we'll need because it's going to be at a single time zone. So we don't know how many players will be able to be there or not. So we'll just go with the top 16 and we might need some alternates. So just don't give up hope is all I'm saying. Don't give up hope. Keep trying. But this is going to be the end of the stream today. Jim, anything you want to shout out before heading off, where people can find you, or what you want people to know about you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, any social media, whatever, at Jim Morgan HNH. I tend to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 2 and 4 Central Time, so 3 and 5 Eastern.
All right, there you go. And Crypto Crazy, want to thank you for being here as well. It's super fun having you on. Shout out again. Where can people find you, and how do they continue following you?
Just follow me on Twitch, YouTube. All my stuff goes on to 3Speak and Peak first, usually, and then I'll go from there. That's the best place to find all my brand new content, would be on 3Speak or Peak, but then it goes to social media after that. So,
Sweet. Yeah,
Crypto Crazy 2789. I will be streaming Saturdays. I always stream 7:30 to 9:30. Yeah, 7:30 to 9:30 on Saturdays, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So, depending on the time zone. But yeah, Luke, thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
I really had a good time. Jim, nice to meet you in person. Yeah, this is great.
All right, well, there you guys go. This is the end of the stream. Thank you guys for coming on YouTube, Twitch, and Theta. It's been so much fun to host the Zensports tournament. We have one more qualifying week to earn those circuit points, and don't forget, even if you're not in it, March 4th is going to be that final, and those who have been tracking players, I'm pretty sure we're going to set up something like a tournament bracket prediction, and if you win that, I'm sure there'll be Chaos Legion packs coming your way. So even if you don't make that top 16, there will be still ways to earn, still ways to have fun, so I hope you guys come and check it out. For now, we are going to end the stream, and I just want to thank you guys again. Go follow Jim, go follow Crypto Crazy, and we'll see you guys later.